This is a true story taken from an actual medical file.
Serious illness is recognizable, but minor disorders merge imperceptibly into normality, and where the line is to be drawn is merely a matter of opinion. All doctors know that physical diseases can affect the brain. In fact, a patient who is delirious at the onset of a fever may be turned temporarily insane. Similarly, acute intoxication from alcohol can be said to have the same effect. More lasting brain damage can be brought about by poisoning from alcohol, or mercury or lead. And degeneration of arteries in the brain with restricted blood flow is one of the commonest causes of mental deficiency in middle and old age. And that's the topic for my story tonight, which I've called The Mind of Mrs. Stone.
Medical File. Factual stories of the men and women whose vigilance guards our lives. A reconstruction of clinical case histories, step by step with the doctors who were there. Medical File.
Mrs. Stone's condition first came to my attention through her son, whom I met at a party after the opening night of a play in which he was appearing in London, although it wasn't until some time later that he actually came to see me for advice. Mr. and Mrs. Stone, an elderly couple in their late 60s, were an ordinary middle-class couple living in Finchley, a suburb of North London. Mrs. Stone was a woman with a weak constitution, but a determined will not to give way to illness. She was also prone to worrying unnecessarily. Some years earlier, Mr. Stone had sustained a severe coronary, and it was due to her unswerving efforts that he lived through it, with the result that her own health suffered. And she was finally told by her doctor that she was suffering from angina. An unpleasant condition, but with due care and attention, one which can be controlled sufficiently to allow the patient to lead a reasonably active life. But Mrs. Stone unfortunately worried so much about her condition that she impeded rather than aided it.
We don't mind, we don't test the people, so you needn't worry. Everybody can have a drink, right?
Morning, Mrs. Stone. How are you today? Nippy, innit?
'Tis cold, yes.
All right, are you?
Oh, mustn't grumble, I suppose.
Right, love. What can I get you?
Oh, some, what's the names?
What's names? What's names? Oh, Spuds. How many? £5 pack, do you?
Yes, thanks.
What else?
£2 of beetroot.
£2 beetroot?
Here, wait a minute. What's that you're giving me?
A beetroot?
Oh, I never asked for that.
Yes, you did. £2 of beetroot, you said.
I never. I said beetroot.
Well, that's what I'm giving you, beetroot.
No, you're not. Beetroot. Beetroot over there, look. That's what I want. That's beetroot.
Well, that's tomatoes, love.
Well, that's right. That's what I asked for.
Sorry, love, you never did. Beetroot's what you said.
Beetroot? No, Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
You all right, Mrs. Stone?
No, I feel funny. Sort of Could I sit down for a minute?
Oh, of course. Mary? Fetch a chair, will you? Lady's not feeling well.
Don't know what's the matter with me. Same thing happened in the shoe shop. I went in for some chops and...
Did you say shoe shop, love?
Shoe. Oh no. Oh, dear, I'm going out of my mind.
Oh, here's the chair now. You sit down quietly for a while. Mary, make a nice cup of tea, won't you, Mary?
I want to go home. I want to go home.
Yes, love, but have a cup of tea first and I'll take it. Mary can look after the shop.
I want Harry.
Well, I'm here, love.
No, Harry, my husband. Is your husband's name?
Yeah, she's a bit confused. Go make the tea. All right, love, you sit down and feel all right, love. You're all right.
Of course, I knew they meant to kill me, but when Croker walked up to his car just now, he saw it start up. Start up? Oh, what is it? Oh, yes. He saw it start up all by itself. Oh, blast. I'll never learn these lines. 7272805.
Is that you, Kev?
Oh, hello, Dad.
Busy, are you?
Well, I was just going through my lines. What is it?
Mum.
Hmm?
Your mother, she's not well.
Well, I know she's not well. She's not been well for years. What is it now?
Well, I'm not sure, but she's... look, can you come over?
Now?
Well, soon.
Well, can't you tell me what it is over the phone, Dad?
Well, she's in a bit of a state. She wants to see you.
All right. I'll be over. Let's see, what's the time now? Look, give me an hour.
Well, thanks, Kev. Sorry to bother you.
All right, no bother. See you. Bye.
Oh, Kev, come in.
Hello, Dad.
He was quick.
Traffic was lighter than I thought. How's Mum?
Shh, she's lying down. Come in here, I want to talk to you. That's right.
What's all the secrecy?
Well, I'm worried.
I can see that. What's happened?
Well, your mother's not well.
Well, I know that. For goodness sake, get to the point, Dad.
Well, I would if I knew what the point was. She's acting funny. She has been for some time. Of course, you're too busy to come over, so you don't know.
Oh, never mind all that. How do you mean, funny?
Well, she seems, how can I put it, confused. Nothing she means seems to come out right. When she talks, I mean.
Well, she's always rambled on a bit.
Yeah, but that's not what I mean. When she talks, she gets all her words mixed up. She calls things by the wrong names. She started calling me Kevin. And these attacks...
What attacks?
Well, it's as though she's suffocating. Can't get her breath. Terrible pain in her throat and chest.
But, Dad, you know that's her angina. Have you called the doctor?
She won't see him. Says they can't do anything for her. Just give her pills that don't make any difference. You know, make any better.
Well, it won't, will it? Angina's a condition you have to learn to live with. Where is she?
I told you she's lying down.
All right, I'll pop in.
Do you like some tea?
That'll be nice. Bring it in, will you?
Come in. Oh, hello, son.
No. You're not too good.
Oh, I had another of my attacks.
So I believe. Have you been taking your pills?
Oh, they don't do no good.
Well, of course they don't if you don't take them. You were given those pills to take before an attack came on. Now, why don't you take them?
Well, how do I know when I'm going to have an attack? That's daft.
You don't. But you know what's likely to bring one on. Housework, walking uphill, going shopping. That's when you should take them, before you do anything that requires effort. I can't believe that the doctor hasn't told you all this.
Oh, he has.
Well, then.
I forget.
Then you've no right to forget.
Well, I've got other things to think about.
Like what? Whether I'm eating properly?
Oh.
Whether Dad's wearing clean socks? Whether you should have steak for supper or fish fingers? You worry about trivialities, Mum.
Oh.
And it's not helping you get
Oh,
better.
now don't you start. Your father's always bullying me, shouting and carrying on. I can't stand it.
All right. Now, don't get yourself in a state. We're only trying to chivvy you along.
Well, I don't need to. I've had it. I'm done for.
Now, what does that mean?
Promise me something, son. If anything should happen to me, you'll look after your father for me.
Now, what kind of talk is that? Nothing's going to happen to you. You're good for years yet. What you need is a good holiday.
Oh, we can't afford it.
But I can.
No, I'm not taking money from you.
Now, will you listen to someone else for a change, Mum? You're taking a holiday and I'm paying for it. Now, Dad's making some tea. Do you want a cup?
Please. Oh, you're not going.
No, I'm not going yet. I'll just tell Dad to fetch another cup. Then I'll be back.
Oh, I've just made it. Do you want it in there?
Have you got a cup for Mum?
Yes.
Just a minute. I want a word with you, Dad.
What's it, Kip?
What's all this about being confused? She seems perfectly coherent to me. Just a bit low, that's all.
That's because you're here. I don't know. Whenever you're around, she seems to perk up. Now, with me, she gets all... Oh, I don't know. I can't do anything with her at times.
How about trying to be a little gentler, hmm?
What?
You're a cantankerous old devil at times, you know.
Yeah.
You see, I know you mean well, but Mum's a sensitive soul. She needs careful handling. And I think you frighten her.
What do you mean?
Now, don't start getting all uppity with me. You used to be the same with me.
This is true. I don't know when.
Fred, slow down a bit, will you? We're supposed to be relaxing, not doing a 10-mile route march.
Oh, sorry, Peter. You're feeling a bit pooped, are you?
Wouldn't mind sitting down for a bit.
Right.
Oh, my heart's doing 19 to the dozen. What to come all this way for?
Well, I thought the fresh air do you good.
Fresh air we can get sitting outside the hotel.
Yeah, but, I mean, look at the scenery.
Oh, blow the scenery. Oh, the fair knocked me out, all this walking.
The beach and into the car, after which he drove them back to their hotel, where Mrs. Stone was quickly put to bed. A doctor was called immediately, but by the time he'd arrived, the symptoms had abated somewhat, leaving Mrs. Stone in an exhausted state and with a throbbing headache. Mr. Stone anxiously awaited the doctor's verdict on his wife's condition.
How is she, Doctor?
Well, she's in a highly exhaustive state. Her blood pressure is up, and she complains of violent head pains.
Yes.
Well, I've given her something for that. But these other symptoms she mentioned...
They gone?
Yes. It's difficult to know how to treat a patient without any sign of the illness. Oh, please, don't misunderstand me. I didn't for one moment suggest your wife is shamming. She has angina, you say?
Yes. You've had it for some time.
Yes, well, I suppose that would account for her unusually high blood pressure, and these attacks, too. Forgive me, Mr. Stone, but your wife seems a little incoherent.
Oh,
Is this usual? I mean, she seems to ramble, become confused. Well, quite frankly, she isn't making a great deal of sense. And she kept asking for someone called Kevin.
it's our son.
I see. Tell me, has your wife ever suffered from any mental illness?
What are you suggesting, Doctor? That my wife's...
I'm asking, Mr. Stone. Has she?
No. Well, she's a great worrier, though. I mean, there were silly things. You know, she got all upset about this new decimal currency. For weeks, she wouldn't even go out to the shops, you know.
I see.
Then there's our son, Kevin. I mean, he's nearly 40 now, and she still imagines him like a little boy. Oh, she worries over him something shocking, you know what I mean?
Yes, well, worry, of course, isn't the greatest tonic for someone in your wife's condition.
No.
Oh, very well, Mr. Stone. Let your wife rest for a couple of days, then I suggest you get her home to her own doctor. Now, if you'll give me his name and address, I'll drop him a line.
Mr. Stone took the doctor's advice, cutting their holiday short by 2 weeks. After a visit from their own doctor, Mr. Stone spoke to his son, now preparing to take over the leading role in a West End thriller, asking him to call on them as soon as he was able.
Oh, Kev, good. I'm glad you've made it.
Yes, well, I'm sorry I couldn't make it sooner, but we're up to our eyes down at the theatre.
Well, never mind. You're here now.
I don't know why you had the phone taken out.
Well, I couldn't afford it.
I'll pay.
You've got enough to pay for.
And what happens when you need me in a hurry? Keep popping out to the phone box? Where's Mum?
She's in the garden. Go on in.
How is she?
Well, well...
Don't just stand there stammering. How is she?
She better.
How better?
Oh, I don't know, Kev. Some days she's better, some days she's not so good. Today she seems okay, only...
Only what?
Well, it's very difficult talking to her.
I see.
You know, it's got to the stage now where she'll hardly meet people, except the ones she knows well, like Mr. and Mrs. Jeffers. But the shops, no, not the shops. I have to go. It's no joke, you know. I'm no youngster, and working at my age, I'm whacked by the time I get in. And shopping on top of all that, well...
Someone has to do it, Dad. Can't you get it delivered?
Oh, well, I never thought of that.
No. It seems to me you're only thinking of yourself right now.
What?
Mum's the one supposed to be ill. And remember, it was nursing you and getting you fit that's caused her to...
Now, what are you trying to say? It's me who's made her the way she is? Well, I never...
Not exactly, but You know she's right. You are inclined to bully and be short-tempered.
Well, she drives me up the wall sometimes. I mean, I try to help her, and all she does is snap at me.
How do you try to help?
Well, I mean, like when she gets a word wrong, and then I tell her about it.
I can imagine how you tell her.
Well, you want to try coping with her?
I do, perfectly well.
Yes, I noticed that. Twist around your little finger, you can. Do anything for you. But me, oh no, I'm only her husband.
Oh, don't be absurd, Dad. You're sounding like a jealous schoolboy. I know you have her interests at heart. I know that you firmly believe that a person is helped greatest by helping themselves. But with Mum, you have to guide her gently, not give her a thumping great shove in the back.
All right. You go and talk to her. And perhaps you'll see what I'm up against.
Okay. In the garden, you said?
Yes. Doing a bit of weeding.
Right, you might put the kettle on.
What do you think I am, the tea boy? That's all I seem to do when you come here.
Oh, stop grumbling and get on with it.
Oh, sure.
Mum.
Oh, Kevin. Hello, son.
Hello, Mum. How are you?
Shouldn't be doing this, I suppose. Knocks me up. Phew. Bending and that.
Well, leave it for now. Let's sit down. Come on. I want to talk to you.
Well, bring them gardening things over and we can sit on them.
Gardening? Oh, the garden chairs, you mean?
Yeah, that's it. Bring them over.
There we are. Well, you're looking well. Caught the sun, I think. Did you like Cornwall?
Oh, it was lovely. Shame we had to come back. My Dad wasn't well.
I thought it was you.
That's right. You're going to eat?
What now?
No silly thing. Later, when we have our breakfast.
Oh, I shan't be stopping overnight, Mum.
Of course not. But you'll have a bit of breakfast.
Just a minute, Mum. You mean dinner, don't you?
That's right.
I see. Yes, all right. I'll have a bit of dinner with you. What are you having?
Well, we've got... I can't remember.
Meat or fish?
Yes.
Which?
Meat. No, fish. Nice bit of fish. Kevin brought it when he came back from his games.
Yes. Dad told me he'd been doing the shopping lately. All right, I'll have some fish, but no potatoes.
Just potatoes?
No, I don't want potatoes.
That's right. But you'll have some potatoes.
Mum, I said I don't want potatoes. I just want fish, not potatoes.
Oh. Did I say... Oh, dear. I'm getting worse.
Oh, no, you're not, Mum. You're just not thinking what you're saying. Now, if you just concentrate, you'll get it right.
I don't know what's happening to me lately. Nothing comes the way I mean it.
Well, there's no point getting into a state about it. Now, just relax and think calmly before you speak.
It's him.
Who?
Your father. He gets me all muddled up. Keeps shouting at me when I get it wrong. He gets me all muddled.
Yes, I've talked to him about that. But he's not really shouting at you. He only wants to help you, Mum.
I'm fed up with him. One of these days he'll come home and find me with my head in the larder.
Now what are you talking about?
Him. Making me want to kill myself.
Well, you don't want to do that in the larder.
Oh, no, I mean the gas oven.
Mum, you don't have a gas oven.
Oh, in a bus, then.
Under a bus. And you're just being silly. Now tell me what the doctor said.
I'm going to change him.
Why?
Don't like him.
But you've been going to him for years.
I know. He never does no good. Now, Mrs. well, you know, what lives up the road.
No, I don't know. Who do you mean?
Oh, you know, Mrs. Thing. What's her name? You know.
Mrs. Jeffers?
Mrs. Jeffries. Well, she's got what I've got, and her doctor treats her marvellous.
All right, Mum. You do that.
All right, tea up now. Here you are.
Oh, they made tea. I better wash. I shan't be long.
She's worse than I expected. When did all this start?
Oh, it's just a few days ago. Just after we got back from Cornwall.
I see.
Kev, do you think she's...
To be quite honest, Dad, I don't know what to think.
She's a terrible worry to me.
Yes, I understand. Tell you what I'll do. There's a friend of mine, a doctor.
Yes?
He seems very knowledgeable. I think I'll have a word with him. Do you think she'll see him if I make an appointment?
Well, if you ask her, she will.
All right. First thing in the morning, I'll give him a buzz.
So Kevin Stone came to see me that morning to explain about his mother. I didn't promise I could help, but I arranged to examine her. And a couple of days later, I got him to call on me again.
Good morning, Doctor.
Oh, come in, Kevin. Do sit down.
Thank you.
Now.
That sounds ominous.
Oh, there's no call for alarm. Your mother is suffering from atherosclerosis associated with atheroma.
Sorry, Doctor, I'm afraid I don't quite...
Atherosclerosis is commonly known as hardening of the arteries. And atheroma is a deposit of greasy material, usually cholesterol, in the lining of an artery. This causes a deficiency of oxygenated blood flowing to the heart, which is known as angina. Actually, it's a little more complicated than that. But for the purposes of this discussion, I think that's enough to illustrate my point. This feeling of suffocation that your mother sustains from time to time is a condition often associated with angina.
Yes, but her mental condition.
Hardening of the arteries.
I don't see how...
You see, the brain requires an ample supply of oxygen to function efficiently. Oxygen is conveyed to the brain and other vital organs of the body by way of the main arteries. Now, if these arteries are impaired in any way, these organs can't do their work effectively. And in your mother's case, certain brain cells are being affected by a diminished supply of oxygenated blood.
I see. Can she be cured?
I'm afraid not. However, the condition can be greatly helped by the use of certain drugs, which, of course, I have prescribed.
Will she die?
Eventually. Probably from old age. She could go on for 20 years with this condition. On the other hand, she could have a coronary, if she doesn't take care of herself.
And will she eventually become... I hate using the word... insane?
Good heavens, no. Insanity is something quite different. Her memory may continue to deteriorate, but as long as she's aware of her limitation and she's surrounded by persons who are sympathetic to her condition, well, there's no reason to suppose she won't continue to enjoy a happy, useful, and reasonably active life.
Thank you, Doctor. You've certainly eased my mind.
Will she become insane? People are only too happy to jump on that bandwagon. No doubt in the 19th century, Mrs. Stone would eventually have been classified as insane and spent the remainder of her life in a mental institute. We can thank heaven now that we live in a more enlightened age, where medical science continues to progress to the benefit of mankind and the peace of mind of people such as Mrs. Stone.
Medical File, the documented story of the men and women who in hospitals, research centers, and lonely surgeries guard our lives. Listen again next week for another true story from Medical File. This is a true story taken from an actual medical file.
Over many centuries, and especially over the past 100 years, medical science has registered successes in the treatment of many diseases that have plagued the human race from time immemorial. Diagnosis, description, and treatment have followed in quick succession in many cases. In others, control has only been achieved after much painstaking research has taken place and new drugs have been evolved. Often, it's the more minor maladies that have caused more trouble to the medical profession than serious illnesses. And it's with a sufferer from one of these minor maladies that I'm concerned with tonight in my story set in South Africa, which I've called The 7-Year Itch.
Medical File. Factual stories of the men and women whose vigilance guards our lives. A reconstruction of clinical case histories, step by step with the doctors who were there. Medical File.
you going in to swim again, Ray? Ray? Are you going in to swim again?
No, not now. I'm dry and got most of the sand off me.
What are you doing to your foot? You've trodden on something.
No, but I seem to have got the beginnings of a corn right in the middle of the sole. Look.
Funny place to have a corn.
Well, I suppose you can get them anywhere if they rub on something hard enough.
Have you got a lump in your shoe that could do it?
No.
Anyway, it looks more like some sort of a rash to me.
It's just a dry, rough place. No, I'm sure it's a corn. Have you got any of your stuff? You're the corn queen.
I've only got 3, and one of them's tiny. The corn cream's back at the hotel.
I might put a bit on when I've had a shower, but there's an hour yet before we need make any move. Oh, Durban's a place for a lazy holiday. Hazel, where's your corn cream, did you say?
What, Ray?
Corn stuff. Your cream for my foot.
Oh, in my handbag.
No, it's not. I've looked.
In my case?
Well, I can't see it.
Don't mess everything up. Look in my night bag.
Ah, it's all right. I've got it. It was on the dressing table.
How is it?
It doesn't seem to be doing it any good.
Let me see.
Does it?
I told you I didn't think it was a corn. It still looks more like a rash to me. So corn ointment won't do it any good, will it?
Well, I thought I'd try it, but I reckon it's making it worse.
What was it like when you went in the sea today?
Oh, fine. There's no problem. It itches a bit now, though, and it's a bit bigger.
Well, don't put anything more on it till we get home and you can see Dr. Stain.
Oh, I shouldn't think that'll be necessary. I'll get some iodine from the chemist tomorrow and give that a try. It's made out of seaweed, so, well, I might as well use a seaside cure.
That was in 1966, and Ray can hardly be blamed for not knowing that this was the beginning of a 7-year itch. Literally an itch, and sometimes almost unbearable. But one gets used to anything in time. After Hazel's ointment and iodine, he tried a few more preparations in the hope of getting rid of this persistent, irritating rash on the ball of his foot. And time slipped away. It was nearly a year before he took his troubles to their family physician for many years, Dr. Stain.
I suppose, really, Dr. Stain, I should have come to see you before this, but I thought it was something I could to get rid of for myself.
Well, obviously, Ray, a rash such as this should never be neglected. Although I suppose you thought you were giving it all the attention it needed with the lotions and ointments you tried.
Well, they haven't done much good.
Well, they've done one thing. Shown us that we must use something a bit more powerful to make any real impression on it. Well, I'll write you out a prescription for some tablets, and we'll see how it goes.
Well, what are they, Dr. Stain? I can never read your writing.
You're not supposed to. It's the chemist's job. Yeah, but actually, they're cortisone.
Well, that's powerful, isn't it?
Well, we can't play about, not anymore. And the steroid drugs are often very effective in clearing up skin conditions such as yours.
You don't know what a relief that would be.
Oh, I have a pretty good idea how uncomfortable a skin rash like this can be. So, you get the prescription made up when you're home and begin the treatment tonight. Tell me how you go on.
Well, that's the last of the cortisone. I hope it's the last I need. One up to Dr. Stain. The rash is gone, Hazel, love. Quite gone.
Pity you didn't go to him earlier. Really, Ray.
Yes, I know. I didn't turn out to be much of a doctor for myself, did I? But tonight we can go and enjoy ourselves. I'm game to dance every dance.
Well, I'm not making any guarantees, but it's nice to know you feel like that.
Oh, I haven't slept so well for ages. Without that ghastly itch waking me up all the time, and on the feet of all places. But it's absolutely clear. No rash, no itch. And now, no more cortisone.
Well, get your socks and shoes on, or we'll be late for that first dance.
Oh, then you're really going to make an evening of it.
Oh, I told you, no guarantees. But if you're ready to give it a go, I'll see how long I can keep up with you. You've caught 6 fish, Ray. Isn't that enough?
Depends on how much fish you want to eat.
Oh, not that much.
Oh, never mind, Hazel. It's good practice for the competition.
Think you've got a chance of winning?
I'll do my best. And if I do, we'll paint San Martino red.
All 6 houses? That won't take us long.
It would cap a tremendous holiday.
Here, at the back of beyond. I prefer Durban to San Martino.
So do I, for a normal holiday. Although you can't beat the fishing on this Mozambique coast, but There's another reason why I found this week, well, just perfect. My wretched feet haven't been playing me up.
Oh, that's strange. You were complaining much better before we left home.
Oh, I know, and I'd every right to. Once the effect of the cortisone wore off, things were worse than ever. Well, you know how little sleep I got before we came away. Now the rash is all cleared up again.
That's strange. You've had your feet in and out of the water all week. I wonder if that's had anything to do with it.
I don't know, love. All I know is that I haven't had any irritation and the rash has healed up again. I could stay at San Martino forever if I get this sort of relief.
Oh, it's all right for a holiday.
I know, but I can't fish just for a living. Even if it will mean that I'm not driven bonkers by something I can't really get to grips with. Oh, well, can't have everything, I suppose. But at least there's the competition and a few more days of peace.
Ray! It's 3:00 in the morning. Aren't you going back to bed?
It's all right, Hazel. You get a bit of sleep.
How can I sleep when you're prowling about?
I'm not prowling about. I'm all right. Just leave me. I'll sleep a bit later on.
Oh, I don't know. How can I leave you in a state like that? Oh, better go up and see what I can do. Oh, where are my slippers? Oh, here we are. I don't know what's to be done. Where are you anyway, Ray?
In the bathroom. But you shouldn't have got up.
In the bathroom? What are you doing, having a bath?
No, just sitting with my feet in cold water and catching up on the news.
Well, you're a sight for sore eyes. Sitting on the edge of the bath with your feet in icy cold water at 3 in the morning.
And reading a newspaper.
Ray, darling, is it that bad? Really?
Oh, it's purgatory. Before I got up, I thought I'd go mad with the irritation, but the cold water's helped.
I'll make some tea.
Well, if you feel like staying up long enough to do that, I'd love a cup.
All right, I'll put the kettle on. Ray, something will have to be done for you. It's more than 2 years you've been suffering like this.
Cortisone stops it. It clears it up entirely.
Yes, but only for a week or two, and then he comes back again.
Oh, don't tell me. He gave me such a lot of hope at first, but... well, it just came back as bad as ever again. I feel like giving up.
I know, you said.
But at least I know that if the itching really does become unbearable, then at least I can get a bit of peace for a while, when I'm back on the tablets again.
Well, you have to go and see the doctor.
Oh, which one? Stain has helped me all he could. He did his best with cortisone. Well, at least it's done something for me.
Then you must try someone else.
I suppose I'd better. Not that I've much hope that anything will come of it.
Oh, you never know. Has anyone said what it is, even?
I know what I call it, but it's not the official name, I'm sure of that.
I'll go and make the tea. Are you going back to bed?
No, not yet. This cold water feels good to me. And I haven't got to the funnies yet.
Hello, Mr. Manning. Do come in and sit down.
Oh, thanks, Dr. Kelman.
How are your feet?
The hands.
And hands?
Oh, that's right, Doctor. It's the first time, but now I've got a light rash on my hands. Look.
Yes. And this irritates the same as the rash on the feet?
Yes, only it's a little more bearable. I can scratch my hands on wood. I might get some money.
I hope you do. At least it'll be some compensation. But look, I'm sorry to see this development. Although it's not unexpected.
Well, it was to me.
I could have warned you. But I didn't know how much Dr. Stain had told you about your complaint. And in any case, it's hardly good psychology to tell a patient that he might get worse. Especially when it may never happen.
Well, Dr. Kelman, unfortunately it has.
Oh, then I think we'll have to eliminate it with cortisone, which Dr. Stain tells me has been effective in the past.
Well, up to a point.
The rash recurs again, I take it?
Most disappointing.
Yes. Oh, you know the corticosteroids have the power of correcting many allergies. They are effective in the control of asthma and have been used in treatment of rheumatic diseases, often with the effect of controlling rather than eliminating the condition.
Then I can't look to cortisone for a cure.
I think we must look elsewhere for that. Psoriasis isn't an easy complaint to deal with, though.
Psoriasis? What's that?
It's often thought of as an allergic skin condition, but it's not. Didn't Dr. Stain tell you what he thought you had?
Well, that name's not familiar anyway. He did think it was some kind of allergy, and we've tried to find out what it is. Without much success, as you know.
Does anything of this kind run in your family, Mr. Manning?
Well, not that I know of, but it might have done.
Your father, he didn't suffer from it, for instance?
Well, as I say, not as far as I know. He's been dead some years now, anyway.
Psoriasis often does run in families, so that's why I asked. Yet it could have occurred a generation or two ago, and we wouldn't know of it. Well, we'll put you back in cortisone.
But now that you know what it is, Dr. Kelman, can't you give me something else, something that might clear it up for good?
Oh, I'm afraid, Mr. Manning, there's nothing else we know of that can do as much as cortisone.
You mean cortisone's the best that can be used, and yet it only lasts for a few days, for a week or two?
I'm sorry to have to tell you, that's the position.
But
yes.
You don't know what I've suffered. This itching gets uncontrollable. I have to scratch until my hands pain, and until the soreness of my feet is excruciating. And even then, it's preferable to the irritation. But I scratch until the blood comes. And you tell me that nothing can be done?
And Ray Manning was lucky that his complaint was fairly easily recognized. Of course, allergies proper, and psoriasis, that resembles an allergy, have been with mankind for untold centuries. King Menes of ancient Egypt, in the year 2641 BC, was bitten by a hornet. And from the description deciphered from the hieroglyphic tablets of the time, his symptoms were exactly those of a person allergic to the effects of an insect sting. An allergy is the reaction of a person to a foreign substance that differs from that of normal people, although I use the expression normal with reserve. We know a great deal more than that about allergies, of course, and with many allergic conditions we can find an alleviation. But what about Ray Manning, whose difficult and distressing condition only resembles an allergy? We find him once again, some 3 years or more after the onset of his condition, in Dr. Stain's surgery.
Well, Ray, how is it?
Well, not quite as bad as usual, thank you very much, Dr. Stain. But you know why.
Yes. Well, how much cortisone have you got left?
Oh, it's finished. But I wonder how long it'll be this time before the itching comes back.
Well, with any luck, it may be a few weeks, a month or so.
We've had a bit of rain lately, so perhaps it'll stay away for a bit.
Ah, you've noticed that, have you?
Well, on the occasions when I've been fishing and had my feet wet the whole time, it's healed up on its own. I've had some heavenly times at San Martino. Only problem is that Hazel refuses to come with me.
Well, aren't you afraid of rheumatism?
Oh, sometimes I'd risk anything rather than have this irritation.
Yes, I believe you. Oh, just turn your head a shade.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what are you gazing into my face like that for? I'm not very handsome.
Oh, I wanted to make sure that you're not getting a moon face.
A moon face? What's that? And why should I be getting it anyway?
Well, it can be one of the side effects of the extended use of cortisone. The steroid group of drugs can break down the fats in other parts of the body and redistribute it in excess in the face. But your face looks about the same as usual.
Oh, is that remark intended to be comforting?
As a matter of fact, you seem to be taking your courses of cortisone without any real problem.
Oh, I hope I always can.
Well, yes. And with various drug combinations, there's no reason why you shouldn't take it for the rest of your life, but we don't want you to.
No, I agree. I hope that something will be found to clear this thing up entirely. But what other side effects could there be with cortisone?
Oh, some lowering of the body's resistance to infections of various kinds, and they give some people ulcers.
I've got too much to worry about to get ulcers.
Altogether, you're a most unusual patient. But the body produces its own cortisone anyway from the suprarenal glands. We just have to make sure that your dosage is correct and that it's never cut off too quickly before your bodily supply can take over again. Anyway, here's another prescription. Slightly smaller dosage. We'll see if we can whittle it down and still keep the psoriasis in check. It's our best hope at the moment, I'm afraid.
Hazel, I think I'll go stark staring mad if this itching doesn't stop.
Have you taken your cortisone?
I'm out of tablets at the moment, but I must get some more. Surely after 6 years of the same thing, taking something that can clear it up entirely, it ought to be getting better on its own. But look, it's It's blown out on my legs.
Oh.
Look, raw with scratching. My feet, my hands round the waist.
Well, we must find something else to help you, Ray.
What can we do about it, though? I keep my feet out of bed summer and winter to keep them cool. Thank heaven the sleeping tablets help to get a bit of rest for me, but I've got everything down to the minimum dose because of the length of time I've had to take pills. It's a wonder I don't rattle.
Do you think we should find someone else?
Well, one of the chaps at work recommended a skin specialist to me.
Oh. Any good?
Oh, I don't know. You know how many doctors I've been to over the years. Some have tried this, some that, but none have given much hope of a cure.
Who is it?
It's a woman doctor, Dr. Jane Thomas.
Well, make an appointment with her tomorrow.
Well, I might as well. I've got nothing to lose, but I haven't got much faith it'll do me any good.
So you have a long-standing skin condition, Mr. Manning, that has affected your feet, hands, legs, waist from time to time, accompanied by unbearable itching, the drying of the palms and soles at a later stage due to the cortisone, and then a recurrence.
That's about it, Dr. Thomas.
And you find that keeping the affected parts cool or damp keeps it away?
Well, keeping it cool eases the irritation. Keeping my feet wet, for instance, can clear it up altogether for a while. Shall I show you what the bottoms of my feet are like?
No, Mr. Manning, that won't be necessary. I'll tell you. They appear to have little red rash marks. Then this goes black as the skin is dried up. And then the skin scales lightly until the affected part is completely clear.
That's it, exactly.
The skin has toughened a little over the years, I take it. Got a little thicker?
Perhaps a little, not much, but to tell the truth, I don't remember what my hands and feet looked or felt like more than 6 years ago.
I'm afraid there's little doubt that you have psoriasis.
I was expecting you to say that after describing my symptoms so well that...
But, Mr. Manning, I can cure you.
Do you think so?
Yes, I know I can, but I must warn you it's going to take several years.
I've already been suffering for several years, so that really doesn't matter. Doctor, if you really can cure me, I would be eternally grateful, but would cortisone be part of the treatment?
No, Mr. Manning. Why do you ask?
Well, mixed reasons. It has been the only thing over the years that appears to have had any effect at all.
But obviously it's only been temporary.
I'm afraid so. But the other reason I ask is because when some doctors have heard that I've been on cortisone, they don't even want to know my troubles. They've said in almost as many words that once a person has had cortisone, there's no point in trying anything different.
Yes, but you must remember, Mr. Manning, that therapy is not an exact thing. All the time we are searching and searching for different ways of treating things, sometimes with success, sometimes not, and that every physician's experience is not the same. Any more than two human beings or two patients are not the same. Who was it? Lucretius, I think, who said that what is one man's meat is another man's poison. Anyway, that's been taken as quite a neat description of allergy.
I understand that psoriasis isn't an allergy.
Well, no. To the best of our understanding, it's composed of millions of microscopic warts.
That's interesting. I haven't heard that before.
And you won't have heard of my treatment before either, I'm sure.
What will that be, Doctor?
Well, I'm going to give you a clear liquid to put on the rash wherever it occurs, and then a blue solution to put on afterwards. The clear stuff will sting a bit, so it won't be very pleasant.
Well, it'll be a change from the irritation anyway.
I suppose that's true. But I hope that it'll do a lot towards clearing up this distressing condition for you. But please remember, it won't happen in 5 minutes. It'll take a long time, probably years. But I will cure you in the end.
These were certainly the most encouraging words Ray had heard in years, and with great hope he began the treatment. But it was a hope that dwindled as the days and weeks passed. He didn't mind the discomfort. That he'd had in plenty, but it didn't help his condition. It got worse. It spread. And he returned to the only drug that had done him any good during all these months and years of physical and mental stress. And then he stopped going to see Dr. Jane Thomas, as he had many others in his time. Then another friend at work recommended him to a specialist friend of his, Dr. Roberts.
Are you sure I'm not taking up too much of your time, Dr. Roberts?
No, indeed not, Mr. Manning. Now, I want to hear all your experiences over the 7 years you say you've had it now?
7 years, yes. Anyway, I'll admit that the treatment I was given by Dr. Thomas was different from any I'd had from other practitioners.
Which had mainly consisted of cortisone tablets, sleeping tablets to enable you to get a bit of rest, and creams to rub on. Is that it?
That's right. With this combination, I've had periods when I was completely free. And fishing trips when having my feet permanently damp cleared it up.
But the treatment given to you by the skin specialist, Dr. Thomas.
Well, she was right when she said that the clear liquid would sting. It did. That was followed by bluish lotion. It was simple enough treatment.
Yes, but didn't you see any improvement?
No.
Not even temporary?
No improvement at all. In fact, it was worse.
But did you persevere long enough?
I persevered long enough to see that the condition that had been bad enough when on my soles and palms, sometimes on my legs and occasionally the waist, looked like spreading to parts that had never been affected before. Really, Dr. Roberts, would you have taken the risk of going on?
I know what you mean. Why add to an already bad condition? But I was very anxious to know if this new approach had done you any good.
None at all. I suppose, Doctor, you have to make sure that none of the previous treatments look like succeeding.
Rather more than that, Mr. Manning.
Oh?
Rather more personal.
Well, how is that?
Because I am a sufferer from psoriasis myself.
You? You suffer from psoriasis, Dr. Roberts?
That's right. And I was hoping that you had stumbled on a cure for me.
You know, Hazel, I did get a bit of information out of that visit to Dr. Roberts.
Now you know there are two of you.
More than that, there are thousands of us, most likely. You know, with the grandchildren coming to see us now and then, I've been worried in case they might be able to catch it off of me, but Robert says no. He says they can't possibly catch it. He was very emphatic about it. So that's one relief.
Well, if a doctor can't cure himself, where is there any relief to come from?
Well, the latest suggestion I've had is that I can get in touch with some chap who will hypnotize me. I must say that made me laugh, but is it likely to be any less effective than a quarter dose of cortisone and a sleeping pill when I can't stand any more?
A leading book on allergic diseases dismisses psoriasis with these words. Although not an allergic skin condition, psoriasis is often thought of as such. Perhaps the reason for this is that it runs in families and is somewhat responsive to treatment with cortisone. Hereditary influences have to bear the responsibility for many things, including who we are and what we are. Yet psoriasis had to start somewhere at some time, and perhaps, hopefully, it will end by succumbing to medical research.
Medical File, the documented story of the men and women who in hospitals, research centers, and lonely surgeries guard our lives. Listen again next week for another true story from Medical File. This is a true story taken from an actual medical file.
My story tonight is concerned with fire and the relentless battle waged by doctors and nurses everywhere against the pain and disfigurement, sometimes death, which can follow an accident by fire to a human being. Possibly one of the most terrifying experiences anyone can undergo is to be burnt. And once one has seen a living soul in flames, one can never forget the horror of it. Fortunately, with the advance of medical science, much can be done today to help the victims of burns. I'm reminded of a patient of my own, Jeanette Cavello, the dancer, who, after a tragic accident, was restored to a full life by the dedication of her doctors and her own indomitable will. It's her story you'll hear tonight, and I've called it The Firebird.
Medical File. Factual stories of the men and women whose vigilance guards our lives. A reconstruction of clinical case histories, step by step with the doctors who were there. Medical File.
You see, Doctor, her little legs are so thin. She complains they ache. She doesn't seem to be able to run about like the other children. What do you think could be the trouble?
Mrs. Duvel, I've known Jeanie since she was born. You can rest assured she's a healthy little girl. I found nothing in my examination today to suggest otherwise, but I do think she's growing up quickly. Rather too quickly, perhaps.
She certainly is tall for her age.
There's nothing to worry about. We often see this condition in children who've shot up quickly, you know. Outgrown their strength, the old people used to say. I'll prescribe a diet for her and some extra vitamins. We want to get some more meat on her bones, don't we? Now, what about exercise?
Oh, that's going to be a problem, Doctor. She's too tired to take exercise. She won't even walk with me to the village.
We must be a little cunning, then. Make the exercise a game. What about dancing classes?
Oh, all her little friends go to ballet. But Jeanie's shy, and I don't think she'll be able to keep up with the others.
Yes, that's it, Mrs. Cavell. Ballet classes would be just the thing. Look, let her go one afternoon just to watch. I think you'll find she'll soon join in with the others. But don't let her get overtired. No, I'm sure this is the answer. Now, let me give you a list of the bodybuilding foods I want her to have.
Marjorie, dear, drop those heels. Watch your back, Alison. Watch it. Hands, girls, hands. Now keep your arms stiff en bas. Very good, Jeanie. Very good indeed. Come on, girls. And beat. Very nice. Back straighter. Thank you. Very good. Good afternoon, girls.
May I come in?
Oh, there you are, Mrs. Cavell. Yes, please do come in and sit down. Jeanie's just gone to change. Is it snowing outside?
Oh, it's very cold. I think it may snow later. How's Jeanie been today?
She is doing very good work, Mrs. Cavell. I've told you before she's quite the most promising pupil I've ever trained. I've been wanting to see you, as a matter of fact.
Oh, there's nothing wrong, I hope?
No, there's nothing wrong. Tell me, how old is Jeanie now?
She's 13. It must be, let me see, 6 years since I first brought her to you. Oh, when I think of all you've done for her, I'm so grateful. What a skinny little bundle of bones she was.
Is she doing well at school?
Oh, very well, yes. But dancing is her first thought, you know. She's always neglecting her homework to practice ballet steps. She loves her dancing.
Mrs. Cavell, there's something I think I ought to tell you.
Oh? What's that?
I think you should know that, in my opinion, Jeanie could be a great dancer one day. Of course, it's early yet to be quite sure, but I think she's got the dedication, the feeling, and the intelligence to be a professional, to make ballet her career.
Oh, dear, we never considered that.
Then I think you should consider it.
Would it mean her having to begin training seriously already?
It's not too early if you and your husband think it would be the right future for Jeanie, Mrs. Cavell. It rather depends, of course, on the outcome of the examinations at the end of the month. I think Jeanie will win the scholarship. If she does, it could be the beginning for her.
Oh, this is something we never even dreamed about. It needs a great deal of thinking over.
Yes, I know.
If Jeanie did win the scholarship, what would it mean?
Well, it's for entry to the Sadler's Wells Ballet School. Once there, if she worked hard, her progress would be watched, and I predict that in a very short time she'd find herself in the corps of the ballet company. It's a totally dedicated life, Mrs. Cavell, but a very satisfying one, and I think Jeanie can make a success of it.
Jeanie won the scholarship as expected, and she spent the next few years at the ballet school. Her father died during the first year she was there, and her mother gave up their house and took a flat near the school, and so was able to make Jeannie's life very easy and sheltered for her. Perhaps it was partly her mother's devotion which helped the young girl to become first a member of the corps de ballet, and then to dance supporting roles with some of the great international dancers of the day. She was advised to change her name to Jeanette Cavello, and by the time she was 21 years old, she was a charming, lovely girl, her every movement one of grace and beauty. And then one day, as her mother waited for her to come home...
That you, Jeannie? Yes, darling, where are you? Here in the kitchen, getting dinner ready. I brought something. What's that? Oh, Jeannie. Bottle of champagne. Whatever for?
It's an occasion.
Is it? I don't know of anything.
Wait till I tell you. We're going to America.
Oh, that's not really news. We thought you'd be included in the touring company.
Yes, but wait, I've got something else to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to dance the lead in 4 ballets.
Jeannie, oh, my dear. Oh, I am glad. Oh, Jeannie, what a triumph for you. After all your hard work.
No, before all my hard work. I shall have to practice twice as hard now. Of course, I know the roles I've been doing at the rehearsal for years, but this is really important. That's why I brought the champagne. To give me some courage. I'm scared, Mummy. I'm not good enough.
Oh, love, you wouldn't have been chosen if you weren't good enough. Come on, this is a celebration. Where's the champagne glasses?
Whenever I could spare the time, I went to see Jeannie dance. In Swan Lake, Sleeping Beauty, Coppelia, all the great classical roles, she was the epitome of grace and charm. She held herself beautifully, and her technique improved as the years went by. By the time she reached the threshold of her maturity, she was an international star. One evening, she was rehearsing Stravinsky's Firebird with the company for a television presentation. It was the final dress rehearsal, and everything was in place in the studio. The floor manager was making his last check.
All right. Bring it across the back there. Okay. Have you got that brazier fixed okay, Morris?
It's all right now. Got it time to burst into flames immediately I press a switch.
Oh, good. Well, as long as you can control it. Flame's not too high, is it?
I've told you, I fixed it.
Okay. Only I don't want a fire in the studio.
You won't have. Everything's fine.
Well, as electrician, you ought to know. As long as you're satisfied, then we'll make a start. Call beginners, please.
I wasn't there, of course, but I heard all about it afterwards. Jeannie danced magnificently. It was her favourite role, and everyone present in the studio was enraptured. Then it happened. Jeannie was at the side, waiting for her cue, standing by the brazier which was to have provided the flame for the magical effects in the next scene. Apparently the switch was faulty, because the fire blazed out prematurely, and suddenly Jeannie was alight. Her entire body was enveloped in flames.
Bill, get your coat round her. Send for a doctor. Send for a doctor.
It was awful. I tried to get a costume off, but it was blazing. I burnt my head.
Oh, what must it have been like for her?
Where's her mother?
Mother's with her now. She was in the dressing room right by where it happened. Where's that doctor?
You know, she was blazing, I tell you.
Who's the doctor?
It was
doctor. Oh, right. There's been an accident, I understand. Yes, come with me, will you? It's Miss Cavello. She's been very badly burnt.
How did it happen?
An effects flame went off before it should have. Miss Cavello was standing right beside it.
Her clothing caught alight.
It looked as if she herself was alight. It was terrible. One of the cameramen wrapped around her in his coat. He got burned as well.
He's a brave man. Is this the room?
Right. Through here. Mrs. Cavello, this is the doctor.
Oh, doctor, please help her. She's in the most terrible pain.
Don't try to move that coat from your arms, Mrs. Cavello. Leave it to me. I can see all I want to. First of all, I'm going to give her some morphine to dull the pain. Now, Miss Cavello, lie very still.
Lie still, dear.
I'm going to give you an injection to make you comfortable. Then we'll get you to hospital and everything will be all right. I won't hurt you more than I can help. There. Mrs. Cavello, have you got a blanket or a travelling rag?
Oh, yes, here, Doctor.
Can you get 2 men from the company, dancers who are used to lifting her?
Yes, I'll fetch 2 now. I'll fetch some.
May I use the phone?
Yes, it's right here, Doctor. But someone's already sent for the ambulance.
We won't wait for that. I'll take her in my car. Speed is essential.
Please, Doctor.
Hello? Yes? Sacre-Cœur Hospital? Get me the casualty officer on duty quickly. Yes. How long since the accident?
Oh, I don't know, about 5 minutes, I should think.
Hello? Hello? Yes, Dr. Cousins here. Will you prepare for an emergency? It's a case of severe burns and the patient's in deep shock. I want blood plasma ready. That's right. I'm bringing her over myself. Be prepared to receive her almost immediately, please. Right, goodbye.
Here we are, Doctor. Well, what do you want us to do?
We'll lay her on this blanket, make a kind of hammock. Help me here, will you?
Yes, Doctor.
We'll get her onto the blanket, and then you can lift her without having to touch her.
Gently with her.
The dancers from the company carried Jeanie in the blanket to the doctor's car with as little pressure as possible on her dreadfully burnt flesh. They supported her gently in the car for the short distance to the hospital, where she was immediately given plasma and treated for shock. The doctors admitted afterwards that, at this stage, their experience told them she could hardly live through the night.
I'm Sister Price, Mrs. Cavell. I've brought you another cup of tea.
Oh, thank you, sister. How is she now?
Well, the doctors are doing all they can. Don't you worry. She's in good hands.
I know that. But I saw what happened to her. She's very, very badly burnt, isn't she?
But she's a very wonderful person, Mrs. Cavell. We'll just have to wait and see how she reacts.
What are they going to do, sister?
I'm not sure. But just at the moment, they're treating her for shock. Later, they'll give her a saline bath, I expect, and then they'll dress the burns.
Oh, my poor Jeanie. She's going to be in the most terrible pain.
Don't worry, Mrs. Cavell. It'll all be done under an anaesthetic. At the moment, all she's worrying about is her dancing. Aren't they due to go to Austria or somewhere?
Yes, well, there is a tour arranged, yes. It'll be cancelled now, I suppose.
Your daughter is most insistent that the tour must go on. I think I'll have to say something to stop her worrying about that later on.
When will they let me see her?
Now, don't you worry. Just drink up your tea, and we'll see what the doctors say.
Only a minute, Mrs. Cavell. She's under sedation, but she's been asking for you. She's fighting back with everything she's got.
That's just like my Jeanie. I'll only stay a minute, Doctor, promise. Hello, my darling. Poor Jeanie. How do you feel now, love?
It hurts everywhere. They've given me something. And they promised me that the tour will go on as planned. Yes. Can't let this upset everyone. I'll be back with him in a week or two.
Yes, love. I'll tell them that. Now, you just lie still and try to sleep a little. Everything's going to be all right, you'll see.
I was dancing Firebird, wasn't I? But a Firebird. Really in flames.
But it was a full month before the doctors could say with any certainty that Jeanie would even live. During that month, she had every possible care, and each day she stayed alive was considered to be a miracle. Her courage was an inspiration to everyone who tended her, and she herself was encouraged by the sympathy shown to her by people from far and wide. Flowers, good wishes, and hundreds of letters arrived at the hospital every day. Although no visitors was the strict rule, many of these well-wishers brought their gifts and letters in person. One among these was Jeanie's ballet teacher, who I'd met at one of those wonderful first nights when no hint of future disaster overshadowed her protégé.
Oh, excuse
Excuse me, Dr. Hoffman. It is Dr. Hoffman, isn't it?
Indeed it is. And how are you?
I'm very well, thank you, Doctor.
Still teaching the ballet?
Yes, indeed. Not the large classes anymore, just a few advanced pupils. You know, we're none of us getting any younger.
Oh, I don't know. Well, you certainly don't look any older than the last time we met. Giselle, wasn't it?
Yes,
that's
it was.
right.
She danced superbly.
Yes.
I was thinking, you know, of those lines of Wordsworth. She was a phantom of delight when first she gleamed upon my sight.
A lovely apparition sent to be a moment's ornament.
Oh, I do hope not. Dr. Hoffman, tell me, will she live?
I think so. She has this indomitable will.
I know.
I've never seen anything like it. Neither of the surgeons attending her. You know, one of them said to me the other day, "You know, Melvin, I've become pretty cynical and detached over the years. The surgeon has to be, or he'd probably go under. And yet this slip of a girl lying there, when she looks at me with those big eyes full of sheer determination, she makes me remember the things I vowed on the day I graduated. And I'm darned if I'll let her die."
I know. Jeannie has this effect on people. She brings out the very best in us all.
She will be able to dance again, won't she?
Dr. Hoffman, let me tell you something. I give you my word, the moment that Jeannie can stand on her 2 feet again, she'll be tying on her ballet shoes.
Over a month after the operation, the doctors had a consultation.
Of course, skin grafts are now necessary, but she hasn't got enough skin of her own left to graft. That's the problem.
Oh, I'm prepared to test the new theory that skin from someone with the same blood group would be satisfactory.
That theory has not been proved yet.
Right. But the tests which we have made show that the graft will succeed in more than 50 cases out of 100. I feel we should take the risk in this case.
You're right, of course. We not only should, we must take it. There's no alternative. Well, we know there'll be no shortage of volunteers.
Well, you can take her back to the ward now.
Yes, sir.
How long have we been?
4 hours. She stood it well.
Yes, she's a remarkable patient in every way. Well, this is possibly the first of many such grafts, if it succeeds.
It must succeed. When shall we know?
In a few days. And if it is satisfactory, we will have made history in this theatre today. Do you realize it?
I do indeed. All we can do now is pray.
Mrs. Cavell, I've got some good news for you. The skin graft operation that Jeannie had is entirely successful. Well, 95% successful, and that's more than the doctors expected.
Oh, I knew it would be all right. I felt sure of it. Jeannie's going to dance again.
Well, if she does, it'll be due entirely to her own wonderful spirit.
She hasn't seen the burns yet, has she?
No. We've always bathed her and dressed the burns under a light anaesthetic. You know, Mrs. Cavell, I think we must all face the fact that your daughter may be scarred for life. And worse, well, she may have to give up her career.
I don't think she'll accept that. And neither will I. The only thing that does worry me is how she'll feel when she first sees the scars the burns have left.
I don't mind, Mummy. The scars are bad, but they'll fade in time. Sister, I want to ask you something. I want you to promise you'll be with Mother in the theatre the first time I dance to an audience again.
Of course. That's something I shall certainly look forward to.
I've even been practicing when I've been in bed. My ankles and wrists are getting quite supple again.
Yes, well, right now you've got to get ready for a visit.
Oh, who's coming to see me?
No one. You're going on a visit yourself.
You mean I'm going out of the hospital?
Just for a short visit, Jeannie, dear. You're going to the opening of the National Theatre Ballet. It's all been arranged. They're expecting you. A car will be here in half an hour.
Mummy, I can't go like this. I can't let people see these awful scars, please.
Jeannie, look. Do you see this dress? It's been specially made for tonight. Long sleeves, high neck, and in your special shade of blue.
You should just see the bouquet that's arrived for you. Now, come on, love. Get dressed.
The evening at the theatre was a great success, and after the final curtain of the show, Jeannie was called up onto the stage to the cheers of the audience, who had recognized her.
Thank you, everyone.
Mademoiselle Caprelot, as a token of our regard and a proof of our pleasure to have you here with us once again, please accept this gift with our sincere good wishes for your complete recovery.
More skin grafts were necessary before Jeannie could return home. But when she did return home, she worked hard to regain her lost technique. She achieved her former assurance in the points position. Her pirouettes and twirling fouettes were soon as technically perfect as before the accident.
Oh, I'm so glad you could come, sister. Jeannie would have been so disappointed if anything had kept you away this evening.
Nothing, but nothing would have stopped me coming tonight. Is she very excited?
No, not really. Oh, but it's wonderful to see her. She's anxious to do her best. I'm so confident she can carry it through. Oh, sister, just look at that audience. They tell me they've turned away literally hundreds of people. Oh, I'm more nervous than she'll ever be.
That's only natural. I'm a bit dithering myself. Oh, let's be thankful for tonight and enjoy it. Enjoy her courage and her faith.
Her performance on that opening night was perfection. One of the critics wrote in the press the next morning, "Her beauty, together with the grace and intelligence of each gesture, marvelously expressed the passion of the music. She is a miracle of faith in life and art." And we who'd watched her fight her way back to the top wholeheartedly agreed with every word.
Medical File, the documented story of the men and women who in hospitals, research centers, and lonely surgeries guard our lives. Listen again next week for another true story from Medical File. This is a true story taken from an actual medical file.
Has it ever occurred to you, as you thumb through the dog-eared magazines and periodicals in your doctor's waiting room, that he too is equally susceptible to illness and disease, much the same as you, his patient? It's a common fault that we tend to take for granted the general well-being of our GP, just as we take for granted the air we breathe. But oddly enough, it's often the doctor himself who disregards his own physical limitations while he hands out treatment and advice to those of us who've enlisted his aid. Such was the case with Dr. George Morphy, a general practitioner in the East End of London, in my story tonight, which I've called The Donor.
Medical File. Factual stories of the men and women whose vigilance guards our lives. A reconstruction of clinical case histories, step by step with the doctors who were there. Medical File.
Suffolk, England in 1891. It was in his early teens, after helping to nurse his mother through a very difficult illness, his father having died when George was 15, that he decided to embark on a career in medicine. He was educated at Malvern and Trinity College, Cambridge. He qualified at Great Ormond Street Hospital for Children. After 3 years in general practice, he spent a further 10 years as a government medical officer in Zambia, which was then, of course, Northern Rhodesia, where his duties ranged from school inspection to major surgery and the control of epidemics. It was during one of these outbreaks that George himself became infected by a little-known virus associated with yellow fever, and he was sent home to recuperate. But the illness had left its mark, and George was never really fit again, his heart being in a somewhat delicate state. In 1930 he married, and then in 1933 set up practice in Bethnal Green, London, where he became both friend and medical advisor to many families in the area. All seemed well until the outbreak of the Second World War, when a great number of his colleagues enlisted in the services, and George's practice trebled, as it were, overnight. Hospitals were badly understaffed, and George, much against his wife's protests, offered his help. So, by early 1941, the height of the London Blitz, his health was seriously undermined by the strain of work, worry, tension, and, of course, irregular meals.
George, will you eat now?
Sorry, Janet, I haven't time. I'm due at the hospital at 2. I'll get something there.
But, George, you haven't eaten for...
What the blazes are you doing here, George? I told you to clear off for a couple of days.
Oh, don't be absurd, Arthur. The war's understaffed as it is. You can't afford to...
What I can't afford is an unnecessary patient, which is what I'm going to have if you suddenly go down with the coronary.
Nonsense, I'm as sound as a bell. Now, let's have a look at those files, huh?
I neglected to mention that apart from being a conscientious doctor, George Morphy was also a very stubborn man. He refused all advice and ignored utterly the warning signs of fatigue and strain. And then, one evening in January 1941, after a particularly grueling day at the hospital...
Hello, dear. George, you look utterly worn out.
I am a little tired. What time is it?
A little after 5:30.
Oh, good. I think I'll have a little nap before surgery.
Must you? I mean, can't you cancel? I'm sure they'll understand. Any really urgent cases, I can always get old Dr. Simmons.
No. That's all right. I'll be all right. Just give me a buzz at 6. Let me have another look at it in about a week's time. Maybe you can remove the stitches then.
Oh, yes,
and do remember next time, a sharp chisel, not a rusty old blunt one. You're lucky not to have septicemia.
Oh, yes, we'll do. Good night, Doctor, and thank you.
Good night. Well, now, is that...
That was the last.
Oh.
Supper's ready, such as it is. After which, it's straight up to bed for you.
Yes, if Mr. Hitler will allow us our beds again tonight. Very well, I'll just scrub up.
Oh, if that's a patient...
Morphy?
Oh, Dr. Morphy, it's Miss Cave here. I'm sorry to trouble you so late, but it's Gran. I mean, Mother.
Another attack?
Yes, very bad. I haven't seen so bad for ages. You see, it's... Wait.
What is it, Mrs. Cave?
We got a telegram today from the War Office.
Oh dear.
It's Jack. They've reported him missing.
All right, Mrs. Cave. Now, you go on home. I'll be over shortly.
George?
Sounds a bit urgent, but I better get over there.
George, you can't go on like this.
Yes.
Dr. Cox had a word with me the other day. Your blood pressure's up again.
Cox should learn to keep his mouth shut. I'm sorry, my dear. I'm afraid that's the penalty you pay for marrying a doctor. I'll be as quick as I can. I'm sorry to ruin your supper. I'm sure it's excellent.
Dr. Morphy said he'd be round directly.
Hello, you. no right to call him out. I've had these attacks before.
Not as bad as this, you haven't.
I've had asthma all my life. It'll pass.
Give over talking, will you, and lie still.
Ma'am, Dr. Murphy's here.
All right, Brian. Come on up, Doctor. In here, Doctor.
Thank you. Now you, Mrs. Cave.
Oh, I'm all right, I suppose.
Hello, Doctor.
Oh, good evening, Mrs. Parker.
Oh, I was just telling her, Lou. She didn't ought to drag you out.
Now, you let me worry about that. You don't sound too good, Mrs. Parker.
You don't look too good. Lou, why don't you go downstairs and make the doctor a nice cup of tea?
Oh, yes, all right, I'll, yes.
She's the one who you ought to be looking at. We've had a bit of sad news.
Yes, so I believe. I'm very sorry. Now, would you roll up your sleeve, Mrs. Parker? I'm going to give you an injection. Now, how long have you been like this?
Oh, this afternoon it come on.
When the telegram arrived, eh?
Oh, yeah.
No. This won't hurt.
Yeah, I've heard that one before. I hate needles. Yeah, all right, get on with it. Oh.
There. Now, you still have that asthma spray?
What good it does.
Or I will try a new prescription. Now, let your daughter have it, and she can pick it up in the morning.
Yeah, all right. By the way, when you go down, don't say nothing in front of the kids. You know, we've not told them yet about Jack. I mean, their dad.
Yes.
After all, missing's not... Well, you know, I've tried to explain to Lou. It's not final. Not yet, anyway.
Yes, well, there's always hope. Yeah. Maybe the Red Cross can find something else.
Yeah, well, off you go, then. See what you can do for her. She's keeping it all inside. You know what I mean? Well, then you'd better get off home and get some rest. I don't like your colour.
I might remind you, Mrs. Parker, you're supposed to be the patient and I'm the doctor.
Yeah, well, be that as it may. Go on. And thanks for coming.
Good night, Mrs. Parker. Mrs. Cave?
Oh, there you are, Doctor. I've made the tea. Let it stand a minute. Brian, nip in the kitchen and see if you can't find a few biscuits.
Right, Mum.
And, take your time.
It's all right, Mum. I saw the telegram.
Oh, dear.
It's not necessarily final, you know, Mrs. Cave. A lot of our boys are reported missing, and then a couple of months later turn up in POW camps. Look, I've written a prescription. Something for your mother and something for you. Now, I want you to take... Oh. Right on time again.
Oh, dear.
So I'll have to go. Now, will you be able to get your mother in the shelter all right?
Oh, I'll manage her, and he can take care of Susan. Off you go.
Bow 4436.
Janet.
George, where are you?
Tobacconist, Grove Road. I'm all right. I thought I would let you know. I'm nipping down to the hospital.
For heaven's sake, George, you can't possibly...
Janet, please allow me to know what I can and what I can't do. Now go to the shelter straight away and stay there till I get back. If you need me, you know the number. But only if it's an emergency. You understand?
Yes.
No buts. Please do as I say. Don't worry, Janet. I'll be all right.
Tilly, I don't want to go to the shelter.
For goodness sake, Mother, don't make things more awkward than they are
Tilly,
already.
I can't breathe down there. Brings on me asthma worse. I'll just put me under the bed. I'll be all
Don't
right.
talk daft, Mother. Now, come on, before all blown to kingdom come. Brian, have you got Susie?
Yes, but she won't come without Bessie.
Oh, that blasted dog. Come on, Mother, hurry up.
What's wrong, Bessie? We're all going to the shelter. Oh, this is a good joke.
Don't leave her.
Oh, yes, leave her, will
I'm
you?
not going without Bessie.
Oh, Mother, can't you move any faster than that?
I'm not as young as that.
Oh, she bit me.
Luckily, Mrs. Cave and her family managed to reach the shelter safely before the bomb could do them any harm. Not so the house opposite, however. That received a direct hit. Meanwhile, at the hospital, a similar scene was taking place, but on a much larger scale. The distracted nurses and hospital staff were escorting those patients who could walk to the safety of the shelters, those who were bedridden having been permanently settled in the underground wards. George Morphy arrived in the midst of this chaos, somewhat breathless, seeking his friend and colleague Arthur Cox. He found him loudly reprimanding a panic-stricken nurse.
For heaven's sake, nurse, how many times? Don't air about the ward like that. You want to panic the entire hospital? George, what the blazes are you doing here? I thought I told you.
No time for that now. I come to help.
Oh, you're in no condition to help.
Please, there were conditions. Do you want help or don't you?
Yes, of course I want help. But what the...
That's something we...
Come on! Pull yourself together, nurse. Crying's not going to help those poor devils in there, is it?
I'm sorry.
Orderly! Yes, sir! Stretchers, quick! Equipment and as much help as you can muster.
Yes, sir.
Nurse, any patients still on their feet, bring them too. Now hurry, girl, hurry!
The terrified nurse ran off to organize what help she could, while the two doctors hastily made their way to the stricken ward to face a scene of utter carnage. Throughout the night, they and their colleagues fought to save what lives they could, with little thought of personal safety. Meanwhile, the Cave family settled down in the shelter to pass the night as best they could, with a pack of battered cards. Well, that is to say, Brian and Susie played, while Mrs. Cave bit her lip nervously, and old Mrs. Parker wheezed in the background.
What's the time, Lou? Lou. Time. Asked you the time.
Oh, I don't know. Brian, what's the time?
5 to 2, Mum.
Oh, come on, it's your turn.
All right. Hey, you cheated.
I never.
Yes, you did.
Oh, get over you two. You're getting on our nerves with your squabbling. You ought to be asleep.
Don't shout at them, Lou. They're only no such thing. Light's gone out, that's all.
It's all right, Mum. I've got a torch here.
But I won't last long. As soon as the battery's gone. Oh, I want to get out. Brian, open that door. I want to get out.
Mummy, I'm right.
Now look what you've done, you silly apeth. You've upset the kiddie. All right,
Mum,
Nobby, it's all right.
I can't. It won't open. It's stuck.
Oh, no. We're buried alive. We're buried alive. Mummy.
At 5 o'clock that morning, Dr. George Morphy was still at the hospital attending to the sick and injured as best he could under the most trying conditions. Then suddenly, while he was treating a patient for a severe leg injury, he clutched his chest and began to stagger. A nurse rushed to his aid and gently placed him in a chair.
Are you all right?
No, you better get Dr. Cox. Tell him...
All right, I'm here. What happened?
I'm not sure. He suddenly...
Arthur, I'm afraid I can't...
All right, don't talk. Nurse, you finish bandaging that patient. I'll take care of Dr. Morphy.
Yes, Doctor.
Where are your capsules?
Here, in my pocket.
Right. All right, I've got them. Now, here, bite on that, bite. Well?
Yes. Oh, it's going off. I should have remembered.
Yes, well, they're not much use to you sitting in your pocket.
Stupid of me. I slipped my mind. It was so...
All right,
busy.
enough's enough. You're going home.
No.
Will you listen to me for once? I'll get you a driver and I'll get someone to phone Janet.
And so George Morphy was sent off home. As they drove silently through the bleeding corpse of London, through street after ruined street of disemboweled homes, George wondered what he might find of his own home. Then he caught sight of what was once the Cave's house, now reduced to a pile of rubble. Rescue workers scrambled about, like ants on a giant anthill.
Stop the car.
What? Stop the car. I want to get out.
All right, go. I'm supposed to take you home, you know, and tuck you up in bed because you're not very well. Hey. Doctor.
I know these people. The ones who live here. I'm after they're all right. Have you found anyone yet?
What?
Have you found anyone?
No, not yet. If anyone alive under this lot, I'll be surprised. Oh, cool. Over the road there, they copped it, poor devils.
But there's a shelter. Maybe they're... How long have you been digging?
Oh, what, a couple of hours, I suppose. I reckon they bought it, mate.
Oh, dear.
We're done for. We're never going to get out. I know we're not. Oh, we've got to stay.
Can you die?
Shut up, Susie. Of course we're not going to die.
Oh, dear. Mummy's upset.
All right, Mum.
Take no notice.
Calm down.
Just sit quiet. Somebody will come. Ah, shush. Brian, perhaps if you start knocking, somebody might
We've got to
hear.
get out. We've got to get out. I can't stick it anymore. We can't all die in this rat hole.
No! No! Brian, try and stop her!
Harry, there's someone down there begging.
Here, what? Hey, you blokes, come over here, quick. Come on, dig. Come on, dig down there.
They're alive. Oh, thank heavens they're alive.
Danny, there, look. That's a shelter, ain't it?
Let's have a look. All right. Looks like the entry.
There's half a wall on top of it, though.
No.
Shift that in the month of Sunday.
Well, we'll have to, won't we? Come on, put a bit of elbow grease behind it. Come on.
Driver! They're still alive down there. Get back to the hospital fast as you can. Find Dr. Cox. Tell him I made you some oxygen.
Right, Doctor.
As much as you can spare.
Right.
The air must be pretty foul down there by now.
But what about you?
I'm staying on here.
But Dr. Murphy, I was told to
There are
take you...
4 people trapped in that shelter. Heaven knows how long they've been without air. If they don't get oxygen, they're going to die. Now, hurry!
The driver set off as fast as his battered old car would take him back to the hospital, where he collected as many cylinders as Dr. Cox could spare. Meanwhile, Dr. Morphy tried to assist with the digging operation as much as he was able, but the effort proved too much for him, and soon he had to retire, sitting on the rubble forlornly helpless, willing the rescue workers to get through.
Up there. Here. You all right, mate?
What? Oh, yes.
Oh, you look a funny colour.
Please, don't worry about me. Just get on with your digging.
All right, mate. Only to get narky. We're going as fast as we can. Oh, it's true that in weighs half a ton.
Yes, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to... Look, let me come and help you.
No, it's all right, mate. You stay there. We'll get them out. Don't you worry.
Yes. Would they be alive?
Come on, that's it.
The driver of the car was unable to get through to Janet Morphy, the phones being out of action. So on his way back, he decided to make a slight detour and explain personally what had happened. Janet, being concerned for her husband's well-being, insisted upon going with him. They arrived to find the workers confronted by a fresh obstacle. The metal door to the shelter was so warped and misshapen, they found it impossible to prise it open.
I don't understand people. I really don't. How many times have I been told you don't put doors on shelters? Especially metal ones. Just asking for trouble, that is.
But, George, isn't there any way they can get through?
For heaven's sake, can't you bore a hole through, burn it?
Oh, in case you ain't noticed, mate, there's gas around here. One spark and we're all on the other side.
Well, a pickaxe, then. All I want's a hole, that's
Don't
big.
you think we tried? All right. Here, Fred, you're the ugliest. See if you can't get a hole through this lot. Right.
George, you're exhausted.
No, I'm exhausted, Janet. What do you want me to do? Walk away and leave these people to die?
Of course not.
Go on, get...
Dear, I don't know. Isn't there someone else?
Someone else? Who, for instance? You think this is the only case? Everyone's up to here. This is war, not a village tea party. Do you think I could ever face myself again if I simply walked away because I was tired?
One more.
You're more than that, George. You're ill.
That's it there.
We're through.
Doctor, we're through.
Janet, quickly, help me with those cylinders.
It had taken a little under 4 hours to get the oxygen through to the occupants of the Anderson shelter in the garden of number 14 Belhaven Street. Another few minutes, and they would have died of asphyxia. Dr. Morphy watched with intense relief as Mrs. Cave, her 2 children and her mother were taken away in an ambulance. And then...
Well, now we can go home.
George! George!
Oh, no.
Quickly, somebody help me!
It's all right, Mrs.
My
Cave.
husband's ill!
I've got him. I've got him. Okay.
I must get him home at
All
once.
right, steady there, Gov. All right, driver, get them doors open. We've got to get the door going fast.
Dr. George Morphy collapsed on the steps of his own surgery, ignoring all the advice he'd meted out to his patients in nearly 25 years of medical practice. Mrs. Cave, her children and her mother were housed in a rehabilitation centre until suitable accommodation could be found for them. 2 months later, Mrs. Cave learned that her husband Jack had been found by the French resistance when his plane had been shot down over occupied France and was soon to be repatriated. She called on Dr. Morphy both to thank him and to impart the good news.
Oh, Mrs. Cave.
I've just come to thank the doctor for what he did for me and the family and to tell him that
I think
I'd
you
like-
ought to know, Mrs. Cave. My husband died 2 months ago.
Oh.
He was a very sick man. I don't think anybody quite realized, least of all himself. You see, that night, the night your family were trapped, was too much for him, I'm afraid.
Gee, I don't know what to say. I feel sort of responsible.
Oh, no, you mustn't feel that. You see, my husband was a doctor. His patients came first.
His patients came first. Foolish? No, I think not. If it weren't for Dr. George Morphy, Mrs. Cave and her family wouldn't be alive today. The world is made up of givers and takers. Dr. Morphy was a giver, if you like, a donor.
Medical File, the documented story of the men and women who in hospitals, research centers, and lonely surgeries guard our lives. Listen again next week for another true story from Medical File.
Medical File. Factual stories of the men and women whose vigilance guards our lives. A reconstruction of clinical case histories, step by step with the doctors who were there. Tonight, you'll hear the story, The Day They Burned the City, by Glenn Hamilton in Medical File.
listen to me. We must get off the streets. Get off at once. This is the FLN. It means trouble, bad trouble. We mustn't get involved.
Oh, but it's a demonstration against the French. We are Algerians, Suleiman. Why should we be in danger?
How often in these demonstrations is it not ourselves who come off worse? Look what's happened already in Algiers and Oran. Now the rioting is starting here in Mir El Fatin. It'll be like all the other times. We'll be the ones who get hurt. Either by those trigger-happy idiots of the FLN or by the French themselves when the paras arrive from Algiers. I'm taking you home, Fawzia.
I'd like to see what happens. It's very interesting.
If you find the thought of rioting, smashing cars, burning houses, and shooting people indiscriminately in the street interesting, then I feel sorry for you, girl. I love you very much, Fawzia, but sometimes, for all that you mean to me, I'm convinced you're an idiot. You try my patience. Now, come on, I'm getting you home.
How? The Rue de Sidi Bel Abbes is filled with demonstrators.
Then we'll take this route here, this small street beside the Bureau de Poste. It will bring us out at the foot of Boulevard d'Abdullah Ramil. Then we can get home through the small streets of the Casbah. Come now. Quickly, or we'll be too late. We'll be cut off and forced to mix with those fools.
Oh, not so fast, Suleiman. You're pulling me along. I can't run that fast. And you're hurting my arm.
That's not as bad as what could happen. Oh, stop complaining, girl. Just around this corner, and then we'll be clear.
Oh, Suleiman, they're here.
It looks as if you'll get your wish after all. We've no chance but to join them now. Fawzia, get down, down!
What's happening?
One of those fools, he's throwing a grenade at us. Throw yourself flat, girl, or you haven't a chance!
That was how it started that morning in Mir El Fatin, a small market town on the coast to the east of Oran. All Algeria was in revolt against the French, and hotheads of the Front de Libération Nationale, the infamous FLN, didn't hesitate to use the times for indiscriminate slaughter and destruction of property. It was all in the name of national independence, they rationalized. Therefore, anything was acceptable. As I mentioned, Jean-Claude Massinet was a major in the French paras in those days, a medical officer based on the Quartier General in Algiers. When the rioting flared up in Mir El Fatin, Jean-Claude was among those sent in to quell the uprising. A battalion of paras, together with a battalion of La Légion Étrangère, the Foreign Legion, trucked up from Sidi Bel Abbes. The French troops were brutally tough and unyielding. The paratroopers dropped into Mir El Fatin from their Nord-Atlas troop carriers at 1100 hours. The road-borne legionnaires arrived at 3. By sunset, the rioting was quelled. Martial law was established, and Mir El Fatin was under curfew with an express order issued by the Commandant de Place that anyone seen abroad without a valid reason was to be shot dead. Nervous patrols prowled the streets and alleys of the southern Casbah, and the work of collecting the dead, the dying, and the wounded began. This was Jean-Claude's domain. It was while doing this that he found the girl Fawzia and the body of her dead fiancé, Suleiman. It's here that Jean-Claude Massinet must tell his story.
The fragmentation grenade had exploded about 3 meters in front of the youngsters. They lay at the corner of the gutted shell of the Bureau de Poste, the main post office in Mir El Fatin. The boy Suleiman had been killed outright. The girl, Fawzia, was still alive, horribly wounded in the chest and abdomen by shrapnel from the grenade. I did not give much for her chances, nor apparently did my colleague.
Hello, mon monsieur. What do we do about him? The Holy One up in the Minaret, inciting more riot. Do the rules of curfew apply to him as well? Is it legal to take a rifle and blow him out of that tower of his?
And start more riots? A religious war this time? Ah, bon, ça ira. Leave it alone, man. It is as long as the holy man stays in his tower, he is safe enough.
But 1 foot outside, just one, and poof.
May I suggest we concentrate on the matter of medicine, Capitaine Fougon?
Bien sûr, mon monsieur. So what do we do with this one, the girl?
Yeah, find me a stretcher and 2 bearers. I want her in an ambulance, quickly.
An Arab brat? Probably one of the ones who started all this in the first place. Why bother? The students are bad. The girl students the worst of the lot. Why bother?
Just like that, Fougon. You have all your evidence. You've laid your charges. The trial has been held, and you, the jury, have found the girl guilty. Now, in your eyes, she stands condemned. Is that it?
But time after time we've found...
Yes, and maybe this time it'll be the same, eh? Get this in your head, Captain Fougon. It is always possible that you're right, or wrong. But first, we have to prove it. In the meantime, there is an element of doubt. So the girl has a right to be helped. Even if only to attend her hearing. I won't permit you to deny that right on your personal whim.
But...
Yeah, but nothing. You are a doctor of medicine, an officer in the French army. You've undertaken an oath when you qualified. What has happened to that oath, Fougon? Has life as a paramedic forgotten it? If so, you do well to relinquish your oath. Take up grenades and a beretta and join the other tough guys. The ones from the Legion, the ones who seem to enjoy this kind of thing, just as you seem to enjoy it. Well, Capitan.
Oh, monsieur, I'm sorry. I suppose I was forgetting. There's been so much of it.
Yes, and I have been here, in the midst of it, for 2 years now. You have been with me for 3 months. I am not cracking up yet, Fougon, and I will not permit you to do so. Now, find me those stretcher bearers. We have to get this girl to hospital.
Oui, mon monsieur.
The girl, Frogère, was grievously wounded. The grenade fragments had entered her chest and abdomen. Her blood pressure was barely 70. The veins in her neck were dilated. She had all the symptoms of a cardiac tamponade. If my spot diagnosis was correct, this would mean that her blood was being held, dammed up if you like, inside the pericardium, a membranous sac that surrounds the heart. Compressed by the pressure of the restricted blood, the heart was not able to maintain the output. So, of course, the blood pressure would not go up. Additionally, blood was being prevented from returning to her heart. All it could do was to back up and swell the veins of the neck. The most important thing for me to do was to open up the chest cavity, expose the heart, and see exactly what was going on. It was painfully obvious that time was short. Fougon came back to me, breathless.
Bonjour. There are 3 ambulance helicopters. Alouette, you're in the city. Should I call one?
What are the hospital facilities here? We have to operate, and quickly. Can we do it here, or should we fly out to Algiers?
There is a Carmelite convent and a fully equipped hospital here in Mers El-Fatih. The hospital is accepting patients now.
We'll use that then. Call one of those Alouettes down here quickly. Use the walkie-talkie in the jeep. It's on command frequency. I want the patient flown to the hospital. It'll be better than bumping and swaying of a stretcher or an ambulance. How far is the hospital?
About 3 kilometers.
Bon. Get me the helicopter. Allez, tout de suite. Je vous en prie.
D'accord, mon monsieur.
The Alouette touched down in this square in front of the Bureau de Poste within minutes. 5 minutes after its arrival, the girl, Frogère, Fougon, and I were at the Hospital de Sainte-Thérèse on the mountainside at the very edge of Mers El-Fatih. The sisters, quiet, calm, and unruffled in the midst of this scene of senseless carnage, were magnificent. If they felt disgust at the sight of our ugly, blood-specked paratrooper uniforms, the red badge of violence in Algeria in those days, they did not show it for an instant. They bustled about, and soon the facilities of the operating rooms were available to us. Fougon and I scrubbed, and with 2 sisters to aid us, we began work upon the shattered young body of the Arab girl. I remember an incongruous note. As we bent over the blood-stained, riot-torn flesh of Frogère, we could hear the sisters in chapel singing something cool and distant and inexpressibly lovely that spoke of peace and calm and reason and quiet hope, perhaps for the child under our hands. A midline incision for the chest cavity. That will be our beginning. Scalpel.
Scalpel, doctor.
Swab.
The swab, doctor.
Bien, merci. Alors, maintenant, the pericardium. Regardez.
You are right, mon monsieur. The pericardium filled with blood.
Dammed up, and no way to circulate. Only the incision of the pericardium could release it.
No, for the heart.
Doctor, see there, the heart.
Yes, I see that. Suddenly swelling like a balloon. Acute cardiac dilatation, sister. Have you never witnessed this before?
Oh, never. I've heard of it, of course, but this is the first opportunity I've had to witness such a thing.
It occurred when the sac of the pericardium was cut, sister. All the blood on the venous side of Forger's circulatory system was released and allowed to flow back into the heart.
Now, the heart, it beats so oddly.
In fact, sister, there is no beat as such there. All we have is a weak, erratic, jerking movement. It's not enough, not nearly enough.
Monsieur, the girl's eyes.
Her pupil is dilating?
Oui.
No oxygen getting through to the brain. Then we have to work fast. Fougon, sister, this girl has already begun to die. The time during which the human brain can be denied an adequate supply of oxygen without causing irreparable damage is very short, mere minutes in fact. I was forced to hurry. The flagging heart must be stimulated into a regular action that would recommence the circulation of oxygen-bearing arterial blood. The action had to be induced from an outside source, that of my own hands. Must massage. Squeeze life into Forgier's heart. You see, sister, Captain Fougon, essentially, if we are to regain the full action of the organ. Sister.
Yes, Doctor?
I must have an intercath. Do you have one, please?
Yes, we do have.
Please, I beg you, give the intercath to Dr. Fougon.
At once, Doctor.
Captain?
Oui, monsieur.
There's the hole, there, where the fragment of shrapnel struck the heart. You see that?
Oui, I see it.
When this sister brings the intercath, you must take it and put it right there, through the hole. Do you understand?
Comprenez.
Bon, then when she comes, don't waste a second. How are her pupils? Coming down yet?
Not yet, Doctor.
They will.
Is that what you require, Doctor?
Exactly, sister. Merci. Now, doctor, if you please. An intercath is simply a large needle normally used for feeding blood into the veins. However, in Forgier's case, the position was reversed. We wanted to use the intercath to drain off the excess blood within the heart of the girl. Captain Fougon followed my instructions carefully as I continued to massage rhythmically. For a while, there was no result, and I began to have that old dread, the kind that never ceases to fill a doctor with fear and loathing, the dread of losing the patient over whom I labored. And then, something happened. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. There.
What is it, monsieur?
I think I got a beat. 1, 2, 1, 2. And there, another. A definite beat. 1, 2, 1.
Oh, Doctor, regardez. Gracias, dear.
I nearly lost it that time. Luckily, I was waiting for that.
It surged up of its own accord, like a live thing.
That is a fair comparison, mon cher Capitaine. The heart, after all, is a live thing, n'est-ce pas?
But, of course.
Oh, Doctor, it's a miracle.
Yes, a God-sent miracle, sister. But, doucement, we're losing it again. It is going.
Doctor, can you stop it?
We can try. Forgier hiccuped loudly, and the strong beat failed without warning. Once more, the heart resumed its earlier erratic, ineffectual jumping. I resumed the massage, feeling my spirits plummet as rapidly as they had risen. Twice more, we were able to get a definite response from the girl's heart. Twice more, almost at once, her whole body was shaken by a violent hiccup, one strong enough to fail the heart again. The time factor was becoming critical. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And there it comes once more. Can it be the real thing this time?
It looks like a steady beat.
Sister, you must offer up every prayer you have for this girl. I can't keep her going much longer. The brain has been starved too long already.
I've been praying for this girl since she was wheeled in here, Doctor.
Yes, I have too. But I'm not sure if he'll listen to a paratrooper.
God will listen to a healer such as yourself. I'm sure he is listening.
Doctor, the heart, it's settling down. I'm sure of it.
Captain, I believe you are right.
He was listening, Doctor.
In a little while, just a few more seconds to make sure we'll be able to start suturing that shrapnel wound, I'm sure. And it was so. the heart resumed a normal, healthy beat. Fougon and I, aided dexterously by the gentlewoman at our sides, began the delicate and difficult process of suturing the ragged tear caused by the metal fragment at the base of the heart. We struggled, one finger in the hole, using a small needle held in a long scissor-like holder to spear that elusive, healthily leaping flap of tissue. Several times I was tempted to curse the annoying thing aloud and long. I only managed to restrain myself when I recalled where I was and who was with us. The manners of a paratrooper's mess would not make a favorable impression here. Twice, as I caught myself just in time, the Tronky sister looked at me with alarm in her gaze. She thought I was choking, and indeed I was. My restraint on that occasion, I feel, should have earned me the Legion of Honor. And then the task was completed. Now then, a firm, gentle pull on the drawstring, and voila. The hole is closed. The heartbeat is excellent.
Doctor, the pupils are coming down very well now. Almost back to normal.
Bon. I am pleased with her heart now. We can leave it. But now, the next item on the agenda, we must examine her thoroughly. There are a lot of metal splinters to be removed, and there are damaged organs here and here, you see. They must be patched up. We worked for 3 more hours before we were satisfied with Faugier. But when Fougon and I were finished, we were as confident as any 2 doctors could be that our young patient would live. After we had cleaned up and were taking coffee with the sisters, Captain Fougon posed a tentative question to the murder superior of the hospital.
Reverend Mother, may I ask you a question, please?
Of course, Doctor. Please do.
Do you, or any of the sisters, know this girl personally?
I know her by sight. I confess I've seen her here at the hospital visiting. A charming girl. She is, I believe, of the Catholic faith, huh? But beyond that, I know very little. Sister Marie Sevier, what do you know of Faugier?
As a matter of fact, Your Reverend Mother, Doctor, I don't know her well. Why do you ask? What do you want to know?
Forgive me, please. I was just wondering if she was mixed up in any way with the rebel activities. You see, there's a good chance that I may have made a bad mistake earlier this evening when we found Faugier in front of the Bureau de Poste. Sounds funny, I know, but after this evening I'd like to know that I was mistaken. You follow me, don't you, Doctor?
Yes, I follow you, Captain. I hope you were wrong.
Exactly. So do I.
Doctor, I can tell you now that Faugier was never, to my knowledge, involved in any political activity. Her father is a prominent marchand here in Mers-el-Fatin. What his sympathies are, I cannot say. But I would go on my oath with this statement that he is not a radical man. Faugier's home is devout, comfortable, and respectable. The girl herself has a certain wildness about her, but it is nothing more than a coltishness, a joie de vivre. There is no harm in her. I am convinced that she is an innocent victim of today's sad business, as was Suleiman.
Suleiman? Who is he?
Faugier's fiancé, the young man who was killed at her side today.
What of him?
A student of law, and a very good one at the Sorbonne in Paris. Suleiman was home for a few weeks to see Faugier and his parents. He had heard of the troubles in Algeria and had come home to be with the girl and his family, out of nothing more than concern and a strong sense of duty. And now he is dead.
And do you, Captain, were you right or wrong?
Wrong, Reverend Mother. Very wrong. And both glad and ashamed of it. I'm sorry, Doctor. I won't forget my oath again.
No, you won't. That is certain. After our coffee, Fougon walked outside into the black pre-dawn with me. We stood before the Hospital de Sainte-Thérèse, looking down the mountainside to the town of Mers-el-Fatin, spread out at our feet. The day had ravaged the commercial area badly. Everywhere there were ugly, flickering patches of orange and red as fires took their toll of property. I would always remember this as the day they burned the city. It was also a day in which I helped to save a life, a good and useful young life. Last of all, it was a day on which I saw a basically decent man, a good doctor, retrieved from the realm of bitter cynicism brought about by continual exposure to an ugly and pointless war. Dr. Fougon devoted himself exclusively to the business of medicine and healing after that. French military sick and wounded, rebel injured, hurt civilians, all received the same unbiased care and attention from Fougon. And what happened to them after their return to a state of health and responsibility for their actions and behavior did not concern him at all.
As I mentioned to you earlier, Jean-Claude Massenet has left the army now. His paratrooping days are over. But France still possesses him as a brilliant, seeking surgeon. Captain Fougon, now major, still serves with the French army. At the last report, he was commandant of a hospital on Tahiti, and the word was that he was enjoying the experience. Forger, fully recovered, both mentally and physically. She too is in France now, at Perpignan, contentedly married and with children of her own. She still keeps up her correspondence with Dr. Massenet and Major Fougon, and she's never forgotten the sisters at the Hôpital de Sainte-Thérèse, on the outskirts of Mers-el-Fetine. Forger's a quiet young woman today, serious and calm. One can never be sure of what thoughts are passing behind those dark, remote Arab eyes. I think it's safe to say, though, that Forger, too, will never forget the day they burned the city. And so, once more, it's good night from me, Melvin Hoffman, as we close the covers of our medical file. Until next week.
Medical File, the documented story of the men and women who in hospitals, research centers, and lonely surgeries guard our lives. Listen again next week for another true story from Medical File.
This is a true story, taken from an actual medical file.
Often when I talk to people, I realize from their remarks how few of them really have any idea of what a mission doctor actually does, and what kind of life he leads. Mission work is no bed of roses, and for the doctor who can stand the antiquated conditions and the incredible loneliness, it is worthwhile endeavor, and plays an essential part in the development of the African and other primitive people. My story tonight concerns an old friend who has dedicated his life to this type of work. This particular account deals with some of his early experiences in overcoming the traditional hostility of the people and the all-powerful witch doctors. It's a story of an adventure into the unknown, and is typical of the more primitive parts of Africa. And I call it The Beginning.
Medical File. Factual stories of the men and women whose vigilance guards our lives. A reconstruction of clinical case histories, step by step with the doctors who were there. Medical File.
Everything's loaded up. Ready to go when you are, Mr. Dobson.
Did you put my cases in the back, Jacob? I'd hate to leave anything behind.
I put them in myself. I always check the important things myself personally. It's the only way in this country. If you want to stay alive, that is.
Right. Well, I think that's everything. Let's go, shall we?
Nothing like an early start. I'm sorry about the state of the truck. Not exactly the latest thing in transport, but at least it goes well.
Oh, it's fine. Please don't apologize. It's very good of you to take me with you at all. Are you sure you won't let me pay at least towards the cost of the petrol, if nothing else?
Oh, no. Why should you? I'm a hunter, and this is my land for working in. No, I'd be traveling around these parts whether you came along or not. Anyway, it's nice to have company.
I must say I feel far more confident being with someone who knows the region and the people.
That's probably just as well in any case. You know, the African is a strange person. He distrusts strangers, even if they are trying to help him. But once he's accepted you, he can be pretty loyal.
I hope I don't have to rely on you to get me out of trouble too often.
No, I'm sure you won't. The big thing is to win over the chiefs and the witch doctors. And once they've accepted you, the others will follow their lead.
But you think that may be difficult?
Depends on you, Mr. Dobson.
I suppose it does. How long will it be before we reach any villages?
Tomorrow afternoon. We have to cross over that range of mountains over there, you see it? And then travel about another 100 miles before we drop into the Lowveld. In this old bone shaker, it's quite a trip, let me tell you.
I must say these sand roads aren't as dusty as I thought they'd be.
Well, that's because we've had some rains. They're in good shape at the moment. In 3 or 4 months, they'll be as bad as the desert. Many of these little streams, you see, will be completely dry. And the trees and bushes will only stay green where the water flows underground. We'll be coming to a small river in a few minutes.
How do we get across? Is there a bridge?
No, we just go straight through. Not very deep. We might see a lot of buffalo when we get there. It's a favorite watering place of theirs.
Do you shoot them?
No, I'm not a game hunter. Nope. I shoot a buck now and again when I need the meat, but crocodiles are my line. Crocodiles and snakes. It's a very lucrative field, believe me.
Are there many crocodiles about?
Well, wherever you find rivers, you find crocodiles. Unluckily, there are only 2 decent-sized rivers in this region. Oh, but it's enough.
How do you catch them?
Well, I set a trap. A bit of meat, you know, and a wire cage which I sit on top of. And then when the old croc comes up for his supper, I give him a bullet right through the brain. You see, the crocodile never looks upwards.
See? But isn't it still rather dangerous?
No, it's all part of the business, Doc. Oh, there's the stream I told you about.
Has the engine ever stalled in the middle?
Once or twice.
Well, what did you do?
The same as anybody else in this part of the world. I fixed it myself.
Yeah, I can see I've got a lot to learn.
Oh, you'll soon get used to it. I'll show you a few things about an engine when we stop for the night. We'll make camp about 40 miles beyond the mountains, and I'll cook us a bit of supper. We'll be pretty hungry by then. These chops are just about ready now. Oh, pass that tin plate, will you? Thank you. Well, can you manage 2 of these?
Yes, I think so. If you can spare them. They look marvelous. I've never felt so hungry in my life.
That's all the traveling in the open air. You can't beat it for working up an appetite. They'll be a bit hot at the moment. I shall let them cool down for a moment or two, or you'll burn your mouth.
That wouldn't be a very good start. But I won't be waiting too long. I can promise you that.
There's nothing like stretching out on the warm earth at the end of the day. So, tell me, Doctor, is this visit just a temporary one for you, or what?
Oh, no, not at all. I hope to be able to stay here permanently. Or for a number of years, at least.
Oh, I see. Think you'll be traveling around all the time?
Well, I'll be making tours fairly regularly to visit the outlying villages, but once you've shown me the whole area, I hope to be able to establish a base. Somewhere fairly central, if possible. Once I've picked a site, I start to build a small hospital.
Sounds interesting. Will you be able to afford it?
Well, the mission I'm working for will pay for it. It'll be rather primitive, I expect. They don't have very much money to spend.
That'll be a start anyway, and 100 times better than having nothing at all. You're going to be faced with a lot of problems, you know.
Oh, I'm quite sure. Picking a suitable site is only the first one.
I don't think that'll be a problem at all. I know one village you'll probably think ideal. It's very central on fairly high ground, too, which is always an advantage. I'll take you there last, after you've been to all the other villages. You'll be able to compare possibilities.
Oh, good. That sounds like a sensible plan to me.
Doctor, I think you'll have a far harder problem to get patients.
But I thought there was all sorts of sickness and disease down here.
Oh, there is. No, you'll find enough malaria, bilharzia, sleeping sickness, and dysentery to keep you busy for the rest of your life. You'll probably come across quite a few others that you've never even heard of as well. But they won't let you help them until they're quite sure they trust you. That may take some time.
Oh, that's all right. I'm quite prepared to let things build up slowly. As long as I can treat a few patients, the others will come when they can see the results.
Oh, that's right. It's getting those first few that's going to be so difficult. Anyway, time to worry about that later. Your food should be about ready to eat now.
You mean I won't burn my tongue off anymore?
That'll be just right now. If you like a beer with your grub, there's a crate in the back of the truck.
Yes, I would rather. Shall I get you one?
Yes, please. You'll find them just inside, on the left, on top of the cages.
Okay, I can see them. Ah, Jacob! Jacob, there's a snake!
Don't move. Stay absolutely still.
Is it poisonous?
Don't talk. Don't move. Stay quite still. Try not to breathe hard. I just want him to rear up a little higher before I shoot. Or you might get hit by a ricochet off the side of the truck.
But if he rears up, that means he's going to strike, doesn't it?
Yeah, you just trust me, Doctor. That's all you've got to do.
Yeah, and that's the end of you.
Oh, you got it. I don't think I've ever been so scared before. Oh, what have you missed?
At this range, I never miss, Doctor. This is my job, remember?
What kind of snake was it?
Black mamba. Nasty piece of work, but the skin will get a good price. I'll see to it after supper. Oh, here are the beers. Come on.
Oh, I don't feel as hungry as I did.
Come on, man. Eat up. You'll get your appetite back.
Yes, I expect so.
We'd better make an early start in the morning. There's a lot of visiting to do before you even start to get an idea of the setup down here, and that means a lot of driving. We'll need all the rest we can get.
All the roads as bumpy as this?
Oh, it varies. Depends on which part of the land we're in.
That last chief seemed very friendly.
Yeah, but he's a bit unpredictable, that one. You'll soon get to know his different moods.
Oh, it's getting hot. How many more have we got to visit? I've lost count already. I don't even know what day it is.
Oh, just 2 more. Then I'll take you to the one I told you about. I think you'll find it's an ideal site for your hospital. We'll spend the night there anyway. Well, Doctor, this village is called Isandlovo, the place of the elephants. There are about, 10,000 Africans in this region, and about 2,000 of them stay here. Apart from the fact that the most important chief in the region lives here, there's a river about 3 miles away. Which means that a lot of people will be able to get to you easily by canoe,
Yeah, that sounds perfect. Seems the obvious place.
If you build on this particular spot, you'll be able to overlook the village, and everyone coming here will be able to see the hospital. Also, the nearest kraal is about half a mile away, which will give you some kind of privacy. Well, what do you think?
I think the next time I'm looking for anything, I'll come and ask you straight away.
There is a snag, however, Doctor. Your mission won't be able to buy this land because it's in a native reserve. You'll have to talk to the chief and ask him to give it to you. That may not be easy. If you fail, there's nothing we can do about it.
Jacob introduced Ted Dobson to Chief Bassaloni, who listened gravely to their request for land before summoning his counselors. Just as the African sun was going down, the 2 white men were called back into the chief's hut.
Well, have you reached a decision?
We have not reached any decision so far. I am not unwilling to part with a piece of land. But before I do, you will have to convince me further that your presence here will be good for my people.
But I've explained to you already that...
Doctor, you must be patient with them. Whatever you do, don't try and rush things.
Perhaps the white men will explain.
what he can do that our own doctors cannot do.
Certainly. I'd be glad to. Who's that?
That's Dudunzi, the senior counselor. Get him on your side and the battle's half won.
I'm sure that your own doctors are very good, but they do not know of all the latest discoveries and medicines. If you let me build a hospital and work here, you and your people will have the benefit of all these new things which help to prevent sickness and death.
There have always been sick people in the tribe. Some become healthy again and others die. That is the way of the world. Can the white man prove to us that there will be less sickness and less death in the country if they come to work here?
Oh, you said before that you have the blessing of the native commissioner.
That is so.
But what good has his department ever done for my people? We see their people only when there is something one for us to do. Earlier in the year, it was taxes, and now it is a piece of land. When will they do something for our people?
Well, it's really nothing to do with me. But I know that the Native Affairs Department always has the welfare of your people in mind. Some of the money collected in taxes has been used this year and in previous years to build wells, sink boreholes, and build dipping tanks for the cattle. Does the tribe not remember how the cattle used to become sick and die before those tanks had been built?
The tall one is speaking the truth. The dipping tanks have done much good.
Now I have come to the country to help the people in their illness. Just as the animals died before help came, so the people even now are dying. Will you turn down the help I offer?
What will the hospital cost my people?
The hospital will cost the tribe nothing. The mission and the government between them will provide the money for the building. Any of your tribesmen who help will be paid for their work. In exchange for a small piece of land which you do not need, you will receive a hospital which you do need. You think that's done the trick?
I shouldn't think so. You sounded very convincing to me, but it probably doesn't mean a thing to them.
The chief asks if you will wait outside again.
Very well. Just as you wish.
What does this mean? Why do they want us to wait outside again?
Probably so they can argue amongst themselves. They don't like to do it in front of the white man, especially when they're in council.
If they're arguing, it may be a good sign.
Yeah, it may be, as long as they don't get too heated. Once that happens, they'll throw the idea out, no matter what they think. You know, Doc, it's so difficult to get through to them. You can talk all night, but they can't really visualize what you're saying.
That's it. Visualize. I've got my projector in the back of the truck and some slides of the mission school at Alanga. Those pictures will show them what has been taking me hours to try and say.
Yeah, but remember, there's no electricity here.
Well, that's all right. I've got an adapter. We can pull the truck over by the hut and run it off the battery.
Oh, Doc, I believe you've got something there. And if that doesn't convince them, we might as well pack up.
And here you see the same person about to leave the hospital after the operation. As you can see, she's standing completely unaided. And this is the girl you saw earlier with the skin disease. And you can see it is all gone. And this last picture is a view of the hospital itself. I'm afraid those are all the pictures that I have.
If you come to build a hospital, will you bring the magic box as well? Yes,
yes, I will. Of course I will. And many more pictures besides.
These people we have seen on the white window, are they real and live people who walk about the country today?
They most certainly are.
What did these people say when their hospital was to be built?
They thought themselves lucky to be getting one.
Oh. Will the doctor be able to help our people the same way if we give the mission the land they want?
I will do all the things you have seen on the pictures. And when the hospital is finished, I will try to do even better things.
Oh.
With help, any diseases can be cured, and many, many lives can be saved. This help we now want to bring to this country.
This is a good thing. You may have the land, and you may build this hospital.
No. We do not need the white man here.
I have spoken. Our decision has been made, Naomi.
Doctor, he's a local witch doctor. We're lucky he's only just come.
The witch doctor has for many years been the doctor of the people here, and we will continue to be the doctors. I know that the white man can set the broken bones and heal wounds very well, but complaints inside the person's body are due to evil spirits, and these can only be dealt with by the witch doctor.
I do not wish to quarrel with you. I realize that you have been here for a very long time. The people must choose for themselves to whom they want to take their diseases.
They will not come to you.
Well, maybe at first only a few
They will never come to you.
In spite of the witch doctor's threats, Ted Dobson went ahead with his plans. He made several trips to the city in order to take care of the financial and administrative details. And finally, work on the new hospital began.
Oh, it's a slow business, isn't it? I haven't even finished the foundation trenches yet. I think I'll go and help dig.
Hey, what are you doing? Doctors don't dig trenches.
Oh, this one does. There we are. Another 3 rows will have the frame up.
I hope the doctor is as good at medicine as he is at making buildings.
Doc, I'm afraid I have to go. I've got some urgent business to attend to.
How long will you be away?
About 8 weeks. You should be nearly finished by the time I get back.
Finished? I'll be open for business long before then.
I see you, Doctor.
I see you, Dudanzi. Come and sit on the stoop. It's a beautiful evening.
I cannot stay too long. The building it is very fine.
There's still a lot of equipment to arrive. A large house and 10 beds don't make a hospital.
It is a great thing that the doctor has come to our country to help us, and that he has knowledge of many things, especially the treatment of disease. I'm pleased you are here.
Thank you, Dudanzi. It's very nice of you. I wish your people all felt the same way. Apart from a few minor injuries caused by the building operations, I haven't had a single patient yet.
They are frightened to come here.
But why? They have seen the pictures I took. The medicine is good.
It's not the medicine that they are frightened of. It is Leomi. They are afraid that he will place a curse on them if they come here.
I don't know. To get so far and then be beaten by prejudice and superstition.
I have tried to speak to Leomi, but he does not listen. I think he knows he is wrong, because sometimes there is a troubled look upon his face, yes.
I realize he'll lose money if the patients come here.
He does not need money. Among the Africans, he is a wealthy man. It is because he does not want to lose their respect.
Isn't there anything else I can possibly do to convince him that he's wrong?
You are from the mission, Doctor. You must pray.
What's that? Who's out there? I'm coming. Just a minute. Who's there? Why are you hiding in the shadows?
It is I, Naomi.
Yes? What do you want?
I'm very sick.
I can see that. I suppose you want me to help you. I'm not sure whether I want to. After all, you've been frightening everyone else away, haven't you?
Only for their own good.
Then why have you come to me now?
Evil spirit. which is giving me pain. I cannot move it. I've tried for a long time.
You'd better come inside and leave those sticks and bones on the steps.
No. I cannot come inside.
Put them down. You're not bringing them into my hospital. If you won't do as I say, I'm going back to bed. Well, have it your own way. That's better. You're being sensible at last. Now, come on. You see. And where's the pain?
It is just here.
Yes. You see? Yes. Abdomen. Well, I'm not surprised. That's just about the biggest hernia I've ever seen. This means an operation. Straight away.
Can you make it better?
Yes, I can. But I'm only going to do so if you promise to stop frightening people away from the hospital. Will you give me your word?
I will stop.
Doc. Hey, Doc, wake up. It's 9 o'clock.
Hello, Jacob. Have you just got back?
Yes, I drove all night. What the devil's going on here?
Why? What's the matter?
Well, they told me back in the last village you weren't getting any patients at all. And I arrived this morning and there's a queue halfway around the hospital.
Queue?
Mm-hmm.
Good gracious. They must have heard that Naomi's in here.
What? A witch doctor? But how on earth did he get him?
He came to see me in the middle of the night with a very bad hernia. I suppose they think that if it's safe enough for him to come, it must be safe for them as well.
Well, I'm darned. When your worst enemy becomes your first patient.
And that was why I called this story The Beginning. Because since that night, Ted Dobson's little hospital has gone from strength to strength. Ted Dobson always visits me when he's passing through, and he has a great fund of intriguing and entertaining stories.
Medical File, the documented story of the men and women who in hospitals, research centers, and lonely surgeries guard our lives. Listen again next week for another true story from Medical File.